off. Alright. So I'm going live, and I'm live. I should be getting an email soon saying that I'm live on my own channel, obviously. It is November 1st. It's a Monday. And, yeah. How's it going? I am drinking Fireball tonight. A little over 3 ounces, I think. I have a feeling I'm probably going to have to drink some more of other stuff. I got wine here. I wonder how much wine I've got. Nah, maybe a glass. Maybe 2. So I've got plenty of... Be a wine... Fireball, the wine chaser. Diana says, howdy, Michael. Oh, I hope you had a spooktacular Halloween. I did. Yep, there's the email. It was fun. My oldest and I played Phasmophobia on YouTube, which I think Diana watched for a whole 20 minutes. But I love that game. It scares the shit out of me. It's an awesome game. Linda Ray, what up, handsome? Well, thank you, Linda. I don't know how to accept that kind of a compliment. I don't know if I'd call me handsome, but thank you anyway. Got a long way to go. Still spinning my wheels trying to lose this weight. I haven't lost anything in 3 weeks, except... No, that's a lie. 0.2 pounds is what I've lost. Woo. But I've had kind of a rough go of shit recently, so... in a lot of different ways. How was your weekend and Halloween? My weekend was good-ish. Got some news that I probably could have done without. And spent all day playing They Are Billions and watching Star Trek, because I have dual monitors. And we did that until about 8, and then Ty got on. And Ty was going to try to play Phasmophobia in VR, but his VR was lagging out, so he just had to play normally. And we played the whole game. We did 2 rounds, and neither one of us died. So that was a good day. Usually I'm the first one to go. I've got text messages here. Yeah, my phone vibrates later. Hey, Patrick, how's it going? What did I get? Oh, there's a Sunday. Holy shit. That's a lot of calories. Wow, it's like a chocolate shake topped with, are those M&Ms? Like a lot of M&Ms, fudge, and whipped cream and cherries. Oh my god. There's like the last 80 pounds I just lost. Just looking at the picture. That looks good though. Mom said have a drink for her. I plan on it. Plan on having a few, actually. Can you believe there's only 2 months left in 2021? No, actually. What's up with Nanowrimo? Seemed interesting. We'll talk about that here in a second. With 2 months left, yeah, it's nuts. For me, the entire year went by so fucking slow until September. By the time September rolled around and I started doing the 30 days of blogging, I wrote 90 blog posts in 30 days. And after that, it just went wicked fast. Like October, I have to take down my Halloween decorations. I feel like I just put them up. So that's kind of a bummer, but this is my favorite time of year. The last quarter of the year is always, I'm running around like a kid, and I love Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and I'm looking forward to setting up my tree. I love my tree. It's an expensive tree, but it's awesome. I'll Instagram it. I think I have it on Instagram from last year, but I go about as hog wild with the inside of my house with lights as Mom does with the outside. So, and I plan on adding a lot more. I have a spooky Halloween story. I met the weirdest guy. Hey. I have been told I'm a weird guy. Of course, you met me like almost a year ago. You've been watching my videos for a year? That's crazy. Okay, while we're waiting for Diana to type the rest of that story, um, NaNoWriMo is the National Novel Writing Month. And technically, it happens in April, July, and November. And this is when you commit yourself to writing 50,000 words inside the month of, well, in this case, November. And that's only 1,667 words a day. I did 2,100. I plan on writing Monday through Friday and skipping the weekends because after everything I've been through recently, I need some time off. So I'm going to try to crank out everything I can in Monday through Friday, but I'll probably wind up writing it. Anywho, the purpose is to motivate you to write. NaNoWriMo is a social media platform. It's not nearly as popular as something like Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, but it's a social platform for writers. So you can interact with other writers. Like right now, what are you guys? Neo. Neo is actually in my. I don't think she joined my group. I just figured out how to make a group, but she joined NaNoWriMo, and now she's in my buddy list. And you can chat directly back and forth with each other. There's only 20 slots open though, so I don't know how to make that bigger because you can only have 20 friends. That's not right. So yeah, on the word count, did you get your word count in, Neil? I did. And the only reason why I stopped, I mean, I was worried. I was like really worried because I'm like in the middle of getting ready to publish my first ebook, and now I'm starting another one. So, but I do have time set aside for each every day so I can get them both done. But I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to come up with a good enough story for NaNoWriMo. And then I went for a walk on Saturday with the dog in the backyard, and I came up with the most brilliant freaking idea. I've never done it before. It's a. I ain't gonna go too far into it because I am publishing this one, and I don't want to give too much of it away, but you don't know where it's gonna go. It's a really cool idea. I wish I would have came up with it before, but the rate I am going, I did 6 pages today, and the rate I am going, if I maintain that block of writing every day, I could probably be done writing the book before the end of the year. But I don't know if that's going to happen because I'm going to Thanksgiving in Utah I plan on being there for about 5 days. And then, so I'm going to be on the road. I don't know if I want to be on the road Wednesday morning or Tuesday afternoon. And then I'll be on the road on Sunday driving back. So, I don't know if I want to be able to maintain the goal for the words. So I'll probably try to write as much as I can before then. That way I'm ahead of schedule. But yeah, I cranked out 6 pages today. And the only reason why I stopped is because I had to do a blog post and a couple other things. So I was actually on a roll and I wanted to keep going. That's one thing I love about writing is that, yeah, I'm slow to publish stuff. But if I can actually sit down and actually start writing, then I just keep going. I won't stop until I absolutely have to stop. And I want to, like, debating on writing more tonight, but depends on how liquored up I get, I guess. Yeah, I joined the group poorly. I did 500 so far. No, you still have until midnight. You're good. 1,100 words, that's not that much. No, this guy was wild. He told me that he was claircognizant abilities and was able to tell me things about my past. He told me he is very powerful and I will be his girlfriend. Well, that's creepy. Yeah. Did you see? No, I would have done this. I would have. My sources say no and walk off. He was breathing heavily and told me he used up all his energy reading my mind. I was like, well, then you must not have had very much energy because my mind is totally blank. I got one little one little gnat here. Fucker. Figured out where they were coming from. I just have to wait for all the little ones to die off. Anyway. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Oh, Doc went from D-bag to what the fuck bag. Oh my god, that was great. I needed to laugh. That was awesome, Chris. I gotta remember that. And Ron's here. How's it going, Ron? And Nat's here. How's it going, Nat? Oh boy, I'm so glad Chris is here to read this. Yeah, I'd avoid that one, right? I would too. Um, you know, I'm the one who's single. Anyway, I have my own little quirks, I guess, that make me weird. So, I've never told anybody they can read their mind before, but I don't know, maybe that works. I would never use it. I wouldn't want to read someone's mind, to be honest. People can be fucking dark. I wouldn't miss this one for the world. World. With an E. With the traditional spelling of an E. Not traditional. What's the word? Fuck, I'm a writer and I can't even think of the word. My mind's been a mush for a few hours, so bear with me. Crazy enough on my own. I need a sane person to bounce me out, right? That's what I like. I need the yin to my yang. I need a counterbalance. I don't need somebody who is too much like me. I need somebody to balance out the oddities. Doing good, awesome. Yeah, old world. Ye old world. It's non-something. God damn, it's gonna bug me now. I'm gonna have to Google it later. I know what word I want to use, but I guess at that point it's not gonna matter. I got a better pickup line. I'll rate you as a character in a horror story. I'd bump you off fictionally, of course. I have a habit of killing off my characters. I like it. Don't get too attached to anybody you read about in any one of my stories. That's why I figured Nat. Yeah. Because, like, if the mood strikes me, not necessarily me. Depends if the character's stupid enough to put themselves in a bad situation. Like I said before, I let the characters tell the story. I'm just the narrator. They do whatever they want. I try to guide it a certain way, but then it takes off somewhere else. So, hey, KDC's here. And you're early for the second time in a row. Holy shit. Oh, but yeah. This new story's fucking awesome. I can't wait to put it out there for you guys. It's great. And I am almost done with the ebook. I got the first 2 chapters done and ready to be edited, and I'm going to put them into Kindle Create. And then I'm going to beef up a few of the other ones and call it good. So I got a lot of writing to do this month, plus the Vocal Fiction Awards challenge I'm going to jump into. But I have until the 29th to come up with a 4,000 word story. Fuck, I could do that over the weekend, so that's not going to be too stressful. Did anyone ever write a story where every character dies? No. Everybody dies except for one in 7 until the last chapter. But yeah, the first 7 stories, all the characters. Well, I guess all the main characters of each story die except for one. But that was because I'm a vengeful, spiteful person. And every character in 7 is based off somebody I know. So that's how I get my revenge. Wipe them out. Usually a dog or a kid survives it. A few of them. You can't really call her a kid, though. I know she is. Nobody else does. I want to finish. That's another thing I want to do. I am so excited about Nanowrimo, is that as soon as I'm done writing this new story, I'm going to put 7 into it and record writing 7. So that is also going to be another thing. So theoretically, I should be done with the rewrite to 7 before my birthday. Probably way before then. Depends on how much effort I put into it. Patrick just sent me a meme. Unfortunately, memes don't play off well when you're reading them, but I like it a lot. I'm gonna have to save that. I wonder if I can upload it somehow. Save to gallery. I like that one. That's exactly what I would fucking write, too. You missed an apostrophe in your. I'm working out other ideas. I have like so many freaking ideas for stories. But my goal for this one is 250 pages base. So Mom's was 335. Night Shift was 334, not including the epilogue. So I'm starting with a 250 word base just to see. It'll probably go farther than that, but that'll be the base of what I'm writing. 7, I'm not sure how many pages that one's going to be, because I'm going to be rewriting all the stories, because I am a much better writer than I was 6 years ago. And so that one's going to be a bit of a chore. Not really, because the base of the stories are already there. The only one I'm going to be completely rewriting from scratch will be Pride. The rest of them will probably be pretty close to the same what they are now in Wattpad. So, but I'm gonna put those. I'm gonna record those all in Nanowrimo as well, because you don't have to just use it. Nanowrimo during April, July, or November months. You can use it as much as you want. So I'm gonna record every single creative piece I write outside of YouTube video scripts, and I want to see how high I can get the numbers to go. Because that's a challenge for me. I love me data. He also said, "You scare me, Diana. I'm afraid you're going to murder me." Like, what? Oh, see, I would have played with that. I would have scared the shit out of the poor boy. Doc, maybe you should just stick with dating the fictional characters, right? I know I'm going back to my fictional boyfriend. Seriously, though, that was the last straw. I am never doing online dating again. I'm done. Going to find a mate another way. My normal go-to barber moved out of the city. As a result, I was forced to look for someone to cut my hair this morning. I went to a random hair shop up north, and this lady ruined my hair. Well, mine's pretty hard to ruin. I keep it short. I can do it here with the clippers. You're a guy, your hair will grow back in no time. Girls' hair does the same thing. Depends on a variety of factors, actually, but the girls' hair grows wicked fast. Bummer. I'm a hairstylist. I hate hearing that to people. I've had it happen to me. I was like, I could have just cut it myself, right? That's all I do. Except Sam stopped me from cutting my own hair because I can't get the line in the back to go straight. It's all butchered. So she has to fix it. So, but it is what it is. So a couple days ago, my dad downed 6 Bloody Marys and then cut his own hair. So there's that. I bet you that was an adventure. Like with mine, I just slap on the number 7 is what I cut my hair with on the clippers and just cut everything. Because I can't style my hair. I can't leave it long. It's getting too long right now. It gets bad. But I lost my waves up top. Oh, that's a bummer. Chris, oh no. I'll color my own hair. Buzz cutting it myself is hard, even sober. See, and I'm fine. Maybe I'm weird, but I like it when the hair hits my back. It's like punk. Like, no, I haven't been drinking already. Doc needs a Russian mail order hubby. but I'm mostly a colorist. I'll do that. I don't do that many haircuts. I have long curly hair, so it's easy to mess it up. Everyone wants to cut it short. I have trust issues. Yeah, I would too. My hair's pretty easy to cut though. And yeah, I'm like, I really don't need anything fancy. I just want it short because I generate too much body heat, and if I don't keep it short, my head bakes. So, it gives me freaking headaches in the summertime. And yeah, I've got a long, wavy red hair, so it's not easy to cut. Casey needs those waves for his ex-coworker to play with. I learned it's one gnat. It's all, it's all the one that's bugging me. Casey needs those waves. Okay, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I learned it's hard for people to cut my hair. Yeah. Some people are like that, I guess. Mine's pretty easy. I don't I don't need like designs cut into my head or steps or layers or highlights or any of that crap. I just want my hair cut short, so I take the clippers. So those are my goals for this for the remaining 2 months. I'm going to finish writing the book, which should be done this week. Cross your fingers. I started on the new one. I don't have a title for it yet because I normally don't have a title until I'm like halfway through it. And then the vocal plus challenge I'm going to do. And I would like to do some more videos, but that really depends on how much time I have. I have a couple of ideas out for videos I want to do, so a couple of videos on Nanowrimo and how it works. It took me a second to figure out how to freaking add my word count to it. So, yeah, there's that. Let's see, I like guys with longish hair. It shows they care about their appearance instead of just shaving it all off. Not necessarily. Like, when I had long hair, there was like virtually nothing I could do with it. It's incredibly curly and wavy. Cutting it short is caring about my appearance and being professional. I mean, if you want to look like an 80s rock star, that's up to you. But in my line of work, for the last 20 years, short hair is where it's at. So you can't really say that guys with short hair are just lazy and cut it all off and don't care about their appearance, because I do, and I do. So there. So that leads me to my good news. Okay. KDC says, I don't just get my hair cut off. I have it faded on the sides, waves at the top, and maybe a design. I don't know what design I'd put in my head. I don't go anywhere, so it's not like I have anything to show off. I used to. Like when I had a real office job, except I really didn't see the need to get designs. The same reason why I don't have tattoos either. I was like, except for where the tattoo is more permanent. Like if you get a design in your head that you don't like, it'll grow out. But if you get a tattoo, you're pretty much stuck with it for a while. And I just can't think of really anything I want a tattoo of. Something that I'd be happy with being on my body for the rest of my life. But there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I've dated women that had sleeves, so it's all good. I spent most of my life keeping sharp objects away from poking my body. I'm not going to do it on purpose. I don't like pain. It hurts me. Michael, I'm talking about guys that literally shave their head bald. At least I have 1 inch of hair on your head. Sheesh. It depends. Some guys actually look really good bald. So, I don't know if I would be one of those. It's like, my favorite Star Trek captain is Captain Sisko. And he had hair for the first 3 seasons, and then he cut it bald. Shaved it bald. Avery Brooks shaved his head bald for the remaining of the show. And I think he looks better as a bald man. But then I've always been an Avery Brooks fan since Spencer for Hire, so yeah. Guess everybody has their cup of tea. To get it trimmed, designed, and waved takes a lot of time. It took me months to get waves. Oh, she dashed it inside a half hour. I don't like needles, no tattoos. Yeah, not a fan of being poked repeatedly. So, at least by a sharp object. Yeah. Maybe if I was drunk. Even then, I have no idea what I'd put on myself. So, yeah. I put one hole in my body on purpose, and I let it kind of close up because I lost the earring that went in it because I had a blue diamond, and I lost it. Didn't care to put another earring in it, so I'm like, fuck it. Sometimes Sam will poke her frickin' earrings through it just to see. So one day when we were together, I had this huge hoop coming off my head. Like that's nice. I keep my hair long because like guys like it. It makes me feel sexy. I I have a thing for long hair. I like long haired women. Um, Long hair on women is sexy. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, I think so. But I've seen some sexy bald women too. Yeah, I guess I can say I have to. Yeah, but I love long dark hair or long red hair. Oh yeah, either one of them gets my motor running. I missed a comment, but I can't remember how far back it is now. Um, Sorry if I missed your comment. um, Maybe I didn't. Maybe I went back to it. Yeah, I have wavy long hair, but women with short hair. Okay, wait, there we go. To get trim design, wave takes long. Okay. Yeah, I have wavy hair and it's long, but women with short hair is a mixed bag. It doesn't look good on me. I wish it did. I chop it. Yeah, and I've dated women with short hair. Um, I still prefer long hair though. I don't like needles, no tattoos. Okay, I keep my hair long. Okay. Okay. Anywho, I met the super cute, super nerdy guy at medieval rehearsals. I actually ran into him on my way home from work, and we chatted. I think he's single, so Michael thinks Nat and I are beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, I think I told you both that. But yeah, I have a thing for dark-haired and redheads. Though all my most serious relationships have been with blondes, which is why I know that blondes aren't always fun. So if Sam's watching this, she's going to yell at me. Sorry. But yeah, all my serious relationships have been with blonde women. My favorite metal singer is the long redhead. She's wife material. Yeah, and she's probably what you're looking for too, or you're probably what she's looking for too, is what I meant to say. Um, like there's a couple of authors I have a crush on Twitter. I'm like thinking to myself, God, she scares me. I envy Michael. Why do you envy me? I'm nothing. I'm not worth envying. I'm 45 and single. I don't ever leave the house. Trust me, my life isn't all that sunshine and rainbows. Chris send prayers that the gods make him my boyfriend. Okay, now you're starting to play black magic. Witchcraft. Kidding. It's past. You know, Halloween was yesterday. We can talk about magic. Anyway. Um so yeah. What is everybody's goals for the rest of the year? Does anybody have any goals? Or are we just like, fuck it, it's Thanksgiving and Christmas. Surviving that is goal enough. Because mine is pretty much set. My month is hammered. And then December. Okay, so yeah. I'll be probably working on this book for probably the next 2 months if I keep working on it every day. So we'll have to see. Really trying not to get my hopes up, but man, I have worked so hard my entire life. Don't I deserve a dude? Um, you're only 30. You can start talking like that when you hit 45. You just naturally attract blondes, Michael. That's why I'm envious. I don't want to attract blondes. No, yeah, I don't think it really has anything to do with the hair color. It's more of the personality. Visually, though, visually, oh yeah, it's hard to tell which one I would prefer more, like jet black or bright red. It's a hard one, that's for sure. Blondes are overrated. Depends on how you're in context. Yeah, I can see that. My goals are to get more writing done, invest in stocks, and weight loss. There you go. In fact, I'm actually doing all three of those. I'm supposed to be investing in stocks right now, and I keep forgetting. I have to run to the bank and deposit some money because you can't invest if you don't have any cash in the bank. My goal is to kick butt writing. Well, there you go. Kick some butt. Everyone who wants a dude deserves a dude. Okay. Mic drop moment. Yeah, but I've been lonely and single for 30 years, Michael. I don't think you know how painful that can be. Uh, so you were lonely and single the day you were born. Technically, you're right. But I bet you weren't looking for anybody until you hit, I don't know, 13. So you can't say for 30 years. Matt says, bzz. Nickelton. Bzz, bzz. What are you buzzing? Yeah, I'm focused on writing. Cool. Me too. I'm really jazzed. I was gonna do nothing but horror, supernatural for this one, but I decided to go ahead and make it fantasy horror. So I get a lot. I'm excited. Maybe just maybe this time it will work out. Possible. KC, may all love wanters be love havers. Yeah. How groovy of you. Dude. I think I was just showing my age on that one. Being in a bad writing slump this past month after I got the long mystery done, my ideas have been fizzling. I know what helps me. Like, so my son brought this up, asked me, how do I keep writing? How do I face writer's block when I'm writing something that's creative? I'm like, I never really have that problem. But if I'm stuck on a spot, I need to work out, or if I'm trying to come up with an idea, like I did this last time, I'll go outside and take a walk with the dog, and I'll listen to some music while I'm thinking about it, and all of a sudden an idea will just pop in my head, and I'll run with it. Cat hair. You've been lonely and single your whole life, Diana? Yep, that's what I'm saying. Since the day she was born. You'll kick butt KDC with the new job. Yeah, you have a new job, so enjoy it, man. Who's that? Is that you? Oh. It took me a second. I'm like, that is your name. Okay then. KDC, yes. Chris says, it was me, Doc. I got bored, but I'm okay now. See, and you gave me an extra concurrent viewer. Damn it. We need some laughter once in a while. Don't we all? I don't have writer's block. I've been writing. It's just crap and I'm unhappy with it. Yeah. Well, I had the same problem when I was doing the last chapter of 7. Pride. When I got to Pride, I just couldn't make Pride work, and I rewrote it 3 times, completely rewrote it three different times with a different plot each time, and it's still, I don't like it. I'm gonna have to rewrite it again when I actually work on it. But yeah, it's I can't get it to work, and I don't know why. Like all the other sins came like pouring out, like with gluttony. Gluttony I did inside of a day. I mean, I just started going. But pride, I can't do it. I don't know why. And yeah, music and long walks aren't helping. I'm mentally burned out. It's not writer's block. It's that I feel my latest stuff is crap. Well, as a writer, you are your own worst critic. Um, just because you think it's crap doesn't mean somebody else will. I learned that as a freelance writer. There were times where I submitted work on Textbroker where I'm thinking, yeah, this is coming back. This is junk. And then the client would give me like 5-star reviews, give me a tip saying, thank you, this is exactly what I was looking for. And all I could think to myself is, what? That was probably one of the worst pieces of writing I've ever sent out. Like, they thought it was amazing. So just because you think it's crap doesn't mean everybody else is going to. I never laughed so hard when Michael said, love and peace. Groovy. The girls had a 70s hippie day at school on Thursday, and my youngest looked amazing. She had flowers and shit, and it was great. Blocked is when you can't write. Crappy is when you're writing, but there's crap on the page when you get done. Big difference. I get it. You're beating a dead horse now. I'm just saying that just because you think it's crap doesn't mean somebody else will. I threw away a lot of stuff that I thought was crap that, like Sam was giving me crap about. One of the stories I started, and I remember the story, so I'm thinking about rewriting it. I just couldn't make it work, and so she gets pissed off whenever I bring up having her read anything I mind because she knows I never finished anything. So I'm gonna redo it eventually, but I thought it was complete crap, and she loved it. So good luck with your job, KDC. Thanks, Ron. In retrospect, you should thank me for creating all those bots, Michael. I made them all subscribe. Well, thanks. It's not exactly. It doesn't really. And so that's one thing about a lot of YouTubers. Like, they're all trying to get the 1,000 subscriber mark and everything else. But without the watch time to go with it, subscribers don't matter. I'm at 1,300 plus subscribers, but I don't have the 4,000 hours watch time to monetize. So unless you put out videos that people want to fucking watch, it doesn't really matter how many subscribers you got. Hey, I was the one who said love and peace. Yeah, but if I think it's crap, nobody is reading it. Well, I finished things, they're just garbage. A little hard on yourself, aren't you? Sorry, Michael. I can retract the subs if you'd like. It doesn't matter. Really. I'm not mad about it. I know I've probably got a ton of bots following me at the moment. A lot of people that follow me for the text broker stuff, and then I haven't done a text broker video in forever because I kind of outgrew text broker. And so Linda says 4,000 hours is really hard unless you're awesome like Linda, Ray, and Trevor. You guys do awesome shit. I wish I had your numbers. You guys are funny though. I love watching you guys. Yeah, if anybody here is into small business stuff, Linda, Ray, and Trevor have Aurora Consulting channel for small business. Business sense for small business. I can't remember. I'm sorry, Linda. I'm a subscriber, but anyway, they do some small business stuff that you guys might want to check out for anybody who does into small businesses. And a lot of freelance writers probably should be. So, Nat, at least you are an established writer. I write professionally, but I've never had anything published. I don't either. I'll write garbage if it's funny garbage. This doesn't even make me laugh. I feel like I need to read or watch something good and regroup and recharge mentally. You know, it doesn't matter what I say then. You're going to hate it no matter what. But keep that in mind that as writers, we are our own worst critics. And I have tossed many things that would probably have done extremely well, but shit happens. You're getting there. I'm getting close. I'm at 3.6 thousand at the moment, and at the rate things are going, I should be able to apply by the middle of next month, unless I produce some videos that actually do well. Thanks for the plug, baby. You are welcome, Linda Ray. I love your guys' videos. did a cursed object story, but I feel like the plot lacks depth. I feel like the ending needs more punch. Did you? You know, I don't know if you'd want to tell me, but did you ever settle on what you wanted your cursed object to be? Because I know we were talking about playing around with a toaster and a curling iron. But I kind of like that premise because I'm a big fan of Warehouse 13. And so when you said cursed object, that's all I could think is, oh, Warehouse 13. Like the characters just don't like the middle. I've got a flabby middle of the story. I got a flabby middle too. Woohoo, do shorts. Do the 1 minute shorts. They're a game changer. I tried doing a couple of shorts. Nobody watches them. I don't have anything interesting to say. I'm a very boring person. Then I don't have time to go through. There has been times where I wanted to take some clips from live streams, but I never have the time to do it, especially now. So I don't know. Maybe I should hire an editor. Yeah, because I can afford that. And that way, not share your thoughts with other writers. Sometimes bouncing ideas with other people might trigger something. Yeah, I like bouncing ideas all over the place. Well, I've decided I'm going to apply for the MA writing program here. I'm writing a 50-page creative nonfiction piece for my application. I am inspired to have an idea. Awesome. Cool. Well, good luck with that. I'm just gonna write. That's all I've been ever. There's been a few times where I thought, it'd be kind of fun to take a master class from other writers, from authors, but I think that would mean I would actually have to do it. And I haven't even done my Instagram course. But I have. I will. I promise I will. Yeah, I have a good cursed object. Awesome. I want to know what it is. Now I'm curious. Yeah, good luck, Doc. It sounds like a awesome deal. Yeah, God, I wish I could go into my idea for my next novel, but I want you guys to be surprised if anybody reads it. But it's something I've never done before, so it's kind of cool. Well, I've done fantasy and I've done horror, but it's the layout of the story that I've never done before. And I got inspired by an old movie, so I can't tell you what movie that is because then I'd give it away. It's not exactly like the movie, but it gave me a lot of really good ideas. I can't tell anyone what it is, but it's something a woman would own, and that's all I'll say. Oh, you can't drop a bomb like that in front of a writer. That's okay, I'll just imagine it. I can imagine some really good ones. Creative nonfiction is my niche, so glad I found it. Yeah, there's been a few times where I want to write what ifs off of historical events, like Predator and Prey. Not necessarily a what if, but based on it was based on actual events. So, yeah, Roswell, New Mexico, and I liked how it went. I might actually beef that one up and turn it into another short story, a longer short story. I entered it in as a 3,000 word contest for Wattpad, and I think I can flesh that out and make it something awesome. So, Ned, I had some bad thoughts about the object. 3 ideas so far. I'm telling you. And yeah, I think the bottom line of the story will be, don't be a bitch to people, with maybe some message about greed and vanity laced in there. Oh, Oh, I would love to do some videos like Star Trek logic, especially with Deep Space Nine. The writing for Deep Space Nine was amazing. And I started thinking about it, and there's this one with Garrick and Dr. Bashir talking. And Dr. Bashir tells Garrick about the story about the boy who cried wolf, about how the moral of the story is, when you lie all the time, that nobody will believe you even when you're telling the truth. And Garrick says, "Are you sure that's the moral of the story?" Dr. Bashir's like, "Yeah, of course. What else would it be?" Garrick says that you should never tell the same lie twice. Like, that's brilliant. Anyway, I don't know where that came from. Oh, the moral of the story. That's, yeah. Anyway, I'm a little off on a random tangent. So I guess chat doesn't block curse words anymore. I didn't have it enabled to block curse words, so I have no idea what's wrong with it. It's like sometimes it blocks you guys and sometimes it doesn't. Maybe it's because Nat put it in a quote. If it's a quote, it must be an official saying. One chick ends up cursed because she was greedy and took the object. The one who gave it away, the opposite will happen. God, not just thinking of so many wrong things. Remember when writing, always fulfill your promises. Close all loops. I've been writing all my life, but I haven't taken college level courses in it and graduate course at all at that. Yeah, I haven't either. When I first started writing professionally, it's in the ebook, but I didn't know what I was doing at all, especially in AP style. So I had to learn everything as I went. I went to college for graphic design back in 2001, so not a clue. And so by the time I'm doing all this now, I'm like, I don't have any college degrees either. My professors loved my essays, but that's it. That's the extent of what I've done in school. I don't know why I'm cleaning the camera lens when it was a fucking text message. My mind is mush. That's my mommy. Anyway, yeah, the cursed chick really gets screwed, as in dead, maimed type of screwed. Okay, that's one thing I love about being a writer. So you can do pretty much anything. It's your world. You can do what you want with it. When is your ebook projected to come out? I will finish, knock on wood, should finish writing it this week. Sam's going to read through it. Then we're going to feed it through Grammarly. And then I'm going to design the book cover. So I'm hoping by the end of next week. So I'm pretty excited for that. And the nice chick ends up blessed and unexpected good luck because she is a good person. So it's kind of a redemption story too. She's done some bad things, which is why she was sent the object. See, that sounds kind of interesting. I would like to read it. That's not the one you said that was crap, is it? Or that you need more meat in the middle. A vibrator temp on curling iron. See, I said curling iron, but yeah, Neo went the other way. Hey, Sam. I really want to share my story. It's such an awesome idea. But I love keeping secrets so that everybody's surprised. No one has read the final chapter of 7 yet, not even Sam. And the only thing Sam actually gets to read is Despair, and that's because I want to publish it on Saturday. So she has to. Let's see, she edited the next episode, and then Thursday I'm gonna write the week after, and then record this one. So yeah, she only gets to read Despair. She's my editor-ish person. Because I can't afford $400 to have anybody edit shit. Yeah, something like that, Neo, but not quite. It has to do with beauty. Keep in mind, I'm a beautician, so yeah, it's a girly story. Curling irons, not curling irons. Those dealies you put in your hair. Yeah, my prose in it, it's kind of crappy, but that's flexible. I feel like I need more plot. Yeah. Or have you ever thought about doing a subplot? Like old television shows. If the main plot was too weak, they would add a subplot to it to keep the story moving. You can try doing something like that. Today at work, like right now, No, I can't say it's a subplot because everything in despair is pretty much leading to the same spot. Oh, 7 is nothing but a subplot. So yeah, there's that. Hot comb. Today at work, I literally said I love my job and I want to work, and everyone laughed at me. Yeah, I love my job. I love what I do. Um, yeah, if you love what you do, then who does? What does it matter? If someone laughs at you. Doc, are you going to learn how to rank articles for the first page of Google, how to use keywords, etc.? I did a lot of that. In fact, a lot of the articles I've revamped for Green Geeks hit the top 10. But goddamn, Google changes shit so often. It's such a pain in the ass. Keep your thumb on that. Now, if I could only do it for myself, I'd be set. I have to sit down and actually do it. It's weird because I know what needs to be done, but I don't ever do it. And I think a big part of that is because Green Geeks pays me like to do it, and my blogs really don't. But they would if I did it. So I don't know. It's one of those. I need the cash right now. So I think it's because I went from mystery back to my typical campy horror. So it's being hard to get my voice, my snark, and my prose back to normal. I don't think I've ever had that issue. Of course, I don't write things back to back though, so that might be a big difference. And yeah, I'm thinking of a subplot, like maybe she has a love interest. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting all romantic. Hey Sam, Ron, no, it's creative writing, so fiction, creative nonfiction, screenwriting, etc. I would like to do more screenwriting, I think. I think it'd be fun. A hot comb is portable, and all you need is a blowtorch. Oh, that could go so many different dark places. Because they think I'm a pansy ass, or that I'm an ass kisser. Why? Because you like your job? Sounds like your work is full of winners. Doesn't matter what they think, as long as you enjoy yourself, you know? Fuck them. Doc, I write for Google. Hi, Sam. Ron, I have a little interest in SEO. I'm more interested in improving my craft. Yeah, if you're more into creative writing, you really don't need to worry about SEO. But like with Ron and I, we do a lot of blog posts and shit. So SEO is kind of one of those forefront things you have to learn. But when it comes to like writing a novel, it's like that's one of the best things I love about writing a novel. Especially like right now when I'm doing the Nanowrimo thing, is that I don't have to worry about key phrases. I don't have to worry about search intent. I can just write a fucking story and people can enjoy it. You know? I hate having to worry about all that freaking SEO crap and if Google's going to find this acceptable or not. If I could just write every day, like books, if I could just pump out shit like Stephen King, that would be great. I don't have to worry about Google or none of that crap. But, unfortunately, I have to because that's my job. The pros for a serious mystery and a goofy horror are way different. Yeah, I bet. Or you could do a goofy horror mystery. Be like, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Or, what's another good one? Clue. Can't really call Clue a horror movie, though. But it was a mystery. It was a goofy mystery. So a goofy horror mystery? That actually might be kind of fun. I would love to do screenwriting too, Michael. Yeah, I think it'd be great. I'm thinking about writing a few just for the shits and giggles of it. Full of winners. That sounds like a good thing, Michael. Yeah, well, no, I winners as in... That was a sarcastic winners. I've never written a screenplay. It's just hard for me to write in that format. I've read many scripts, though. I've worked on movie sets in various jobs. Cool. I dated a woman who worked on a movie set as a translator. It was pretty cool. She sent me pictures of the movie, which she wasn't supposed to do. It's too bad they don't have any classes for writing for games. I do it professionally. But I've had to learn as I go. Yeah. I bet there probably is if you look on like Udemy and stuff. I went out to eat tacos with a friend. He has an affiliate marketing business and he wants me to write blog posts for him. Cool. Make sure you get paid for post and not for the potential money of what affiliate brings in. Gotta be careful of that kind of crap. I totally agree, Michael. I just want to write. I don't want to think about all that marketing SEO crap. Me either, but that's what I do. No more mysteries. I'm done. It was really stretching myself thin. I'm a horror and sci-fi writer who wrote a mystery. Well, at least you have that under your belt. Matt, do you live in LA? I've never written a screenplay either. I imagine it would be challenging, but I accept. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. That's kind of how I write my stories anyway. Like, I think we talked about it before. I can't remember what live stream it was. I think it was last Monday, I think, when I brought up how, well, maybe it was Friday. I can't remember. How, like, when I'm writing, I envision certain actors playing certain spots. And so I envision, like, Michael Duncan playing in Wrath. I get it. Fucking email. But, so it's not necessarily a screenplay, but I write for specific characters, or specific actors to play certain parts. So that's how I envision it. I think of everything as a movie. Oh yeah, I told him I charge per word. There you go. I'm already doing what I want to do, though. Yeah, well, no reason why you can't expand. I'm doing what I want to do in all different ways. A little much, though. Wearing myself thin is habit forming. Writing the mysteries really took a lot out of me. I don't want to go through that again. It was emotionally draining and taxing for me. I could write sci-fi in my sleep. Mystery was hard. Well, and that if that's your cup of tea, that's what your cup of tea is. I don't think I've ever done a mystery. I've done sci-fi, fantasy, horror, supernatural, romance. Trying to think of what else I've done. I think that's all I ever really write. Never done a Western. Never done a mystery. Yeah. Oh. I just want to do creative writing for games and write my own books in my free time. That would be perfect life. Well, start writing. He is happy because he prefers to work with someone he trusts. He trusts me more than hiring someone random online. Well, there you go. Yeah, especially with some of the writers that are out there. I'm telling you, man, it's a. Oh. I don't want to get into it again, but there's some people that shouldn't be writers. Exactly. I'm always open to growing. I'm only 30 after all. Michael says I'm too young to complain. Yeah, you are. The mystery also screwed my brain up to the point it's been hard to regroup and write other stuff since. Wow. It sounds like you need another bong rip. I have the rest of my life to become a better writer. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Are you writing a story plot for games, Diana? Now I feel like everything I write needs more depth, detail, and explanation because the mystery had so much of that. Now I'm going back to short story format. It's rough. Yeah, I wish I could relate, but I don't. Like I said, I've never done back to back, so I don't know. I can't really call what I'm doing right now back to back because the ebook isn't a fictional story. The first ebook I'm putting out is just the story of how I became a freelance writer and all the crap that I had to go through. And then after that is a completely fictional tale. So I've never had to go back to back fiction. So I can't relate. Sorry. I love The Last of Us. Best video game writing I've seen in a long time. I haven't played it yet. I would love to though. Last of Us 2, not so much. Don't know. I haven't played either one. But I love me a good script. It's one of the big reasons that sucked me into StarCraft and Diablo. KDC, that's what I do professionally, but not for my MA application. I do write, Michael. I'm working on a 50-page work of creative nonfiction. It's exciting. Well, cool. Keep going. Right now, I'm working on. Let's see. I put my goal on michaelbrockbank.com. There is on the sidebar. There is a tally of the pages I'm writing for the ebook, this new project on Nanowrimo, and my 1 million word goal for the year. And yeah, so there's like, I think I started at 250 pages, but I'm pretty sure it's going to go for longer than that. So, especially with what I have planned. But I started with a base of 250 pages just so that I have a minimum of what I want to do. I did 6 today. That's right. Let's see. I'm working on multiple projects, but I poured the last month into the mystery and lost motivation for other things. It's just so frustrating. I bet. That's from Penji. I'm normally working on other projects too, but nothing like writing. Like I'll do blog posts and videos and the podcast, which I need to edit and upload, and all that other good stuff. So, but like back-to-back writing, I don't know. I wish I could relate, but I've never done it. So, if you play The Last of Us, you will cry, Michael. I don't know. Don't tell me that. I bawled at the end of fucking Heart of the Swarm in StarCraft 2. Oh, the ending crushed me. It broke my soul. And when Deckard Cain died in Diablo 3. Oh, spoiler alert. If you haven't played since 2012, then what the fuck's your problem? When Deckard Cain died, it broke me too, because like he was a main fixture of Diablo, of all the series. So I don't know. Sometimes a good story will hit me right in the feels. That's when I know I got a good game. Frustrating. I really like that word. Yeah. Frustrating. Did she spell it wrong? I might have glossed over how she spelled it. Oh, see, now I can't find it. Oh, you know what? I don't care anymore. Maybe you should go to the spa, Nat, and just soak for a bit. There you go. I am. Don't get me started on Final Fantasy. It's a great game for that series, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it sure is. She's trying to get my goat. My goat's not gonna fall for it though. I'm getting a hot tub next year. Fucking A. I'm putting it out back. Looking forward to it. Then I open a can of worms. Well, she tried, but it's not gonna happen. I'm not that drunk. I'm getting my popcorn ready. No, we're talking about goals here, people. Frustrating. So Sam jumps in and tries to correct someone's spelling. Did you have to Google it? Not sure about the fireballing with me. I don't know if I want to chase that with wine. What I'll do is, I have my... Yeah, I got peanut butter and chocolate whiskey here. My empty coffee cup. Lamau. But, yeah, good script for me with video games can go a long way. And there's been a lot of games where I loved that the critics didn't like. So, everybody has different tastes, you know? And the same with movies. I'm a big fan of Army of Darkness. But when it first came out back in the day, the critics trashed it. Now it's a cult classic, but they like completely bashed it. And it was like, even back then, it was like one of my favorite movies of all time. Still is. So everybody has their own interests, you know? It's like when I see writers all bash themselves on Twitter all the time. And all I can think is, dude, you are someone's favorite author. Even if it's just one person. You're going to be someone's favorite author. And that's all you should care about. People get so negative and down on themselves. Like, I get it. I have problems with that too. I'm not perfect, but uh, I'm getting to the point where it's more of a hindrance to think that way. I want more out of life, and I'm done with letting my mind try to tell me that I'm not good enough. So I am focusing on being positive. But we also want to get Michael drunk. That's our secondary goal. No, because then I start losing viewers. Now that is a word I actually know how to spell. Awesome. Our tertiary goal is to get Chris drunk. Oh, and she even used tertiary correctly. That's awesome. That's hot. Would you? Why would writers even go on Twitter? It seems like the gutter of the writing world. Not necessarily. Like, I follow like a lot of writers. I join in writing community discussions, and nothing ever pops up on my feed that sets me off, or pisses me off, or gets my goat, or ruffles my feathers. If you know who to follow and just go with it, then you don't really notice any of that other background garbage. So, but it's a hell of a lot better than Facebook. I mean, and most writers that I know have TikTok now, and I'm not going to do TikTok. I'm sorry. I There are times where I'm thinking about it. I'm like, fuck, I can't even do YouTube Shorts. Why the hell would I do TikTok? I need a vacation or something. Yeah, vacations are good. That I hear. I haven't really had one. Part of being a writer is having self confidence. Well, I know a lot of writers that are semi successful that really don't have the best self confidence. Um, so it really depends on their level of success, I guess, or what you're aiming for. No, Michael Drunk isn't all that good. Sure it is. I have nobody to text message now, so I can get all kinds of liquored up. And and you're thinking, I know what you're thinking. Oh, you'll text her. I'm like, no, it's gone. It's over. It's been in the body bag for 3 weeks. So it's gone. Thanks, Michael. I use big words. Yeah, I love big words and science. I love science. A woman starts quoting science at me. It's hot. Write what you believe is good, and someone out there will like it too. Yeah. Casey used the correct form of two. That's sexy. But you forgot the comma period. Annika just told me this. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because he was carbon bonded to... Oh, that's the robot. God damn it. I fucked that joke up. Why'd the robot cross the road? Because he was carbon bonded to the chicken. Stupid joke. I know. Comma and a period. Nice, Casey. I'll add it later. I always go for the science nerds, but I think everyone knows that. Bill Nye. I'm not that drunk, but you're lucky because I just about went there. Oh, I am way too dirty to be on YouTube. All right. So yeah. Why? Okay, we're waiting on the answer to the chicken crossing the road. Was there no answer? Was that the joke? It just disappeared. To get to the little bitch's house. I don't. Knock, knock. I don't know. I don't. That one's beyond me. Bill Nye is not a real scientist. Don't get me started. Get out. Well, I'm a, I like Bill Nye, but I am more of a Neil deGrasse Tyson fan. And in fact, I keep trying to talk my daughter into going to Berkeley just so I can go visit her. Bill Nye, the science guy. Yep. Bill Nye. But I'm a big fan of Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah. I think astrophysicists should have collector's cards. I'd have it every year for Neil deGrasse Tyson, honor frame. I'm a dork. Bill Nye was my childhood, but now I don't respect him. Oh, sad. Why? What did he ever do to you? I like Tyson, though. Yeah, me too. The answer is the chicken. I don't... Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the little bitch's house? Knock, knock. The chicken. I can't... Sorry. I can't wrap my mind around it. And Stephen Hawking. Yes, God rest his soul. Stephen Hawking was a brilliant guy. And he persevered a lot longer than they thought he would. So... Now I read it all together. Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the little bitch's house? Knock, knock. The answer is the chicken. I'm still not getting it, Sam. I'm sorry. He said non-factual things. That's what he did. Or did science evolve? God, this is one thing that pisses me off about people. Especially with the anti-masker people. Like, well, Fauci said that masks don't work. And then they said they did. That's because that's how fucking science works. When we have evidence to support something that's new, we change our opinion. That's how science works. 500 years ago, everybody knew the earth was flat. You could, evolve, people. Read a book. Who's there? The... F-U-C-K... I don't... You'll have to tell it to me later, because I'm not understanding what the joke is. Stephen Hawking was expected to die at 23. Yeah, he wasn't expected. I think when he was diagnosed, they told him he had like 3 or 4 years. And he wound up going way longer. Were chicken crossing the road stories ever funny? The one I told was. I got that from Lost in Space from a long time ago. See, Michael, I believe in objective truth. It doesn't change, but that's a whole other can of worms. But, science isn't objective truth, though. Science evolves. He was dying, and even then, you can't really call it truth now, can you? He was dying, and the body was breaking down every single day. Yep. And he still did a lot of good stuff. Though they did prove his wormhole or the black hole theory wrong. But like I said, that's how science works. We come up with an idea, a hypothesis. We try to do whatever we can to see where it goes. Eventually, we get an answer. And sometimes the answer doesn't coincide with what we believed in the beginning. And that's fine. Then we accept the new answer because we now have evidence to support those. But it's when people start holding on to these beliefs, because it doesn't fit their narrative. That's how science works, people. We evolve. We change our minds. In the 1950s, doctors used to prescribe cigarettes for various conditions, including depression. Back in the 1800s, cocaine was widely used for just about everything. Asbestos. Asbestos was put in just about every fucking house. Lead-based paint. We evolve as a species. That's how things work. We discover, hey, asbestos stops fire, but holy shit, it causes cancer. Maybe we shouldn't use it anymore. We stop using it. That's how things work. You can't hold on to something somebody said in the past as being absolute because science evolves. Otherwise, we'd still be on a flat planet with asbestos roofs and eating lead paint chips. That's while smoking packs of cigarettes. Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the little bitch's house? Knock, knock. Who's there? The chicken. Okay. It's dumb. Sorry. I'm waiting for someone to debunk evolution. Oh, they try, but it's not really debunking. It's just it's based on a belief, which means she called me a little bitch. Why did you cross the road to get to the little bitch's house? Oh, okay. I was seeing it as one person reading it. I didn't know she was like, all right, did you smack her? Sorry, I still get why that's a joke. What does that mean? Yeah, so like if I said knock knock and you said who's there and I said the chicken. Well, the chicken crossed the road to get to the little bitch's house. So essentially she's calling her the little bitch. Which it's a dumb joke. I'm sorry. What does that mean that those things were true or good things to do? It's not relative. That doesn't mean that those things were true or good things to do. No. But my point is that back then they were. Back then they thought that cocaine was healthy and did amazing things for you. It does amazing things, but it's not exactly healthy. Asbestos, they thought, it's when it comes to anti-fire, asbestos is one of the best things to use, but it causes cancer. They found that out afterwards. So when they first used them, those were good ideas, but then science showed that using that shit is bad. And that's my point, is that science evolves. We just discovered that those things were bad, wrong, bad, so thankfully we changed. Exactly, that's what I meant. With the fossil record, it's kind of hard to deny basic facts. Yeah. It is relative. Relative or relevant? What are you talking about? What? Anyway, yeah, like I love science, especially core samples from the ice. Oh, I wish I could go to Antarctica. That'd be great. I prefer things to be as objective as possible. I think science does too. Well, it tries to be, but that's my point. Is that it can't be because it continuously evolves. Like I said, 500 years ago, you knew the Earth was flat. It's not. The facts stay the same. People's understanding of the facts changes, not the facts themselves. Yep. I can see that. Yeah. It's like technically, asbestos is fireproof as long as you ignore the fact that it causes cancer. Hello, Houston Bread. Hello, new sub. Awesome. Welcome, Houston Bread. Nat, yes, you said it best. Relevant, stupid autocorrect. Okay, it is relevant. Now I don't know what you're relevant over. The only thing factual is mathematics, not science. Yeah, because 2 plus 2 will always equal 4. There is no changing that. Now you can adjust that. Well, 2.1 plus 2 is 4.1. Like, obviously, but it's no longer 2 plus 2 now, is it? So yeah, mathematics is probably one of the only absolutes out there. Can't really say that because the atomic number of certain elements of every element is going to be absolute as well. But then that also can lead into mathematics. One atom, one electron. Well, some people are debating the whole 2 plus 2 thing, and some people are stupid. Math is absolute. Now, there's different formulas and different equations they can do to prove just about anything, but the numbers themselves will always be absolute. Nothing to remind it's being too long. Okay. I concur. But that's a whole other story that I won't go into. Well, that's good because people are dumb. And there's people out there that believe the earth is flat. And when you try to show them pictures, like, okay, well, what about all these pictures from NASA? Oh, they're fake. So you're going to disbelieve every piece of evidence that proves the earth is round because you want it to be flat. Right. Okay, so if you watch when Baumgartner did the longest jump out of Was it a balloon? He did like 60,000 feet. He was the first human to break the sound barrier with his body. But when Baumgartner jumped out and did that, the camera panned out and you can see the curvature of the planet. But no, that's been fake. Like, and so was watching this man fall 60,000 feet. That was fake too. So I don't know. People are just weird. Yeah, keyword. Some people are stupid. Yeah. Hey, words I live by. The late great George Carlin. Some people are just fucking nuts. Some people are willfully stupid. Yeah, I believe that wholeheartedly. They'll accept something totally idiotic if their little friends agree with it. Most people are gullible. It all depends on if it fits their narrative of what they believe. And when someone gets something, when someone like that gets something stuck in their head, doesn't matter how much debate you use or any kind of logic or facts that you support or provide evidence, not just your facts or, you know, the alternative facts. That's a rant for another time. But even when you provide absolute evidence, they will still believe whatever they want to believe and call it fake because it doesn't fit the narrative. And those people are so entrenched in what they believe that there's no longer a debate. You might as well just leave them alone, let them believe whatever the hell they want. Some people are willfully okay, I read that one. Okay, I have a confession. When I was a kid, I thought the world map was how the planet really looked, like it was flat and with nothing on the other side. Or a story about what could be on the other side. Did you not look at a globe? It's crazy how there are people in Africa who think that they are in the northern hemisphere. I guess they wouldn't be. The majority of people aren't intelligent enough to comprehend basic facts. I work with a few. I got fired for being an idiot and pushing stupid conspiracies on clients. Like, good. I was so glad. I try not to wrap around too many conspiracies. Sometimes I'd like playing around with conspiracies. I'd come up with my own just to fuck with people. But, yeah. I don't know. You got to read the room. Are these people going to be smart enough for this joke? A lot of times they're not. I talked to some girl once who believed money was evil. Turns out she was just crazy. He is inherently evil, but I know a lot of people believe that money is the root of all evil, and to some degree I can believe it. Greed is a very powerful belief that could be very destructive, which is why our planet is in the way it is now. I always wondered if humanity as a whole is intelligent or stupid. Okay, here's another one from George Carlin. Take how stupid the average person is and realize that half of them are stupider than that. So it's hard. I think, has humanity always been this dumb, or did social media just kind of open the floodgates? Well, nowadays, it's different because nowadays you got social media. And people are no longer afraid of speaking out their mind in front of people because no one's going to punch them in the face. And so when you have that anonymity and you're sheltered from being removed from the situation, you can say whatever the hell you want. And no one's going to really do anything about it. But back in the day, if you tried talking that shit, someone was going to break your nose. So I don't know. I think social media has kind of screwed everything up. No, it's not. I love money and I am a good person. Most conspiracies are dumb and can be debunked with like 10 minutes of research. Yeah, as long as you're not researching Bob's blog. Find the scientific evidence, please. Social media open the floodgates. Stupidity is exposed. If people value bananas as currency, bananas would be the root of all evil. Yeah. The problem isn't bananas. The problem is humans are evil by nature and greedy. I don't know if we're evil by nature, to be honest. Not all of us, anyway. Money is the root of all evil. Comes from the scriptures. It's an expression that people take too literally. Yeah. I wouldn't know. I don't read the scriptures. I follow science and logic. Yes, the problem is humans, not money. Problem solved. It's not the money. It's the evil hands it gets put into. I'm an atheist. I don't buy into that crap. I take it quite literally though. Like, yeah, like I said before, greed. Greed is bad, and I don't know. I guess it's not necessarily. Well, like you said, here you go. You said that bananas, if bananas were currency, technically at that point, bananas would be money. So, by definition, they would be evil. It wouldn't matter if it was bananas, shells, or buttons off your shirt, depending on how you take it. So, I flipped that one around. Anyway, that has nothing to do with writing. We probably lost our new sub. Although I also believe that people are inherently good. I'm also an atheist. I'm going to start a new website called Bob's Blog. I use it a lot, actually. Bob's Blog is what I talk about. Okay, so like when I say do your research, especially when I'm attacking dumbasses on Twitter. Bob's blog is what I bring up is like when you do your research and you come across some guy's blog who doesn't cite any sources, he just regurgitates whatever he hears from whatever news source. Always cite your facts. Doesn't matter where you're pulling it from, cite it. Because then people just look at you like you're dumb. And everything I cite, especially like on Crossing Colorado when I'm talking about health and fitness, I cite nothing but science papers, medical journals, medical websites, shit that matters. I don't cite Bob's blog when I want to talk about treatments for psoriasis, especially if he's not citing anything else. He could be saying rub paste on it. Doesn't work that way. So no, I don't link to Bob's blog. I don't read Bob's blog if I'm looking for facts. So that's the story behind that. So, yeah, please, no religion or politics unless you want people to start dropping out of the chat. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, we're talking about writing, damn it. Anywho, I think I've covered all. I know Nat is having writing issues. How's everybody else doing? And on Bob's blog, I am coming up with all sorts of bullshit just because. Well, there you go. That's writing. Writing channels who go off on tangents tend to lose followers on live streams. I was on one the other night. They called it a book launch. It was people getting drunk talking politics. See, that's why I don't like talking politics, really. Writing and books, yes. Yes. The moment I laid eyes on the booty, I knew God was real. What? Anyway. I try not to go off on too many tangents, but there are times where I get swayed. I never said anything about politics, so don't look at me. No one's... everybody's getting all defensive now. Relax. We were just talking about... mostly it was... I don't know, maybe I brought it up. I fucking can't remember. I've been drinking. But yeah, I would rather not talk about politics, to be honest. Like, Dad tried goading me into a conversation the other day, and I avoided it. I'm like, because you're set in your ways, there's no debate. So, moving on. Maybe it's good to moderate your room a bit and boot trolls, role players, and people who aren't art-based. People like that kill a channel, you have to have some mods on a big channel. Yeah, but I'm not a big channel. I'm a micro channel, technically. So I missed the last half hour. I was watching Bob's live stream. That we veered off topic. Anywho, Oh, there's one thing I would like to bring up. Like, I feel weird. Like, I first started this channel, based everything on text broker, freelance writing, and making money with content mills. And now I'm like, I've moved beyond that. So I'm like, I don't know where to go. Because I've been doing nothing but editing for the past, about 3 years now. I don't know who that is. I'm not adding them to my LinkedIn. I don't know. I'm like lost. Monday nights are chill and hang out anyway. Yeah, pretty much. Bob's live stream. Goodbye. We got derailed and it wasn't my fault. Cool. Yeah. Casey, well, no, Chris, it's always my fault. No, not always. I think I kind of went off on a little bit of a tangent, but it's all good. Yeah, we try to be more relaxed and chill on Mondays. Oh, there are some topics I would prefer not to cover, but it is what it is. You just want me to be me. You just want to be me. Derailing is an art. Yeah. Actually, when it comes to me and drinking, derailing is pretty easy. I'm pretty easy to pull off the side of the road. Oh, but yeah, I would like to do more videos. I just don't know what to do them on. I guess I can do self-publishing stuff now, though. I got those planned out. But I'm like, God, what about the people who joined my channel or follow my channel for the text broker stuff? And then I start doing something else. I'm going to lose all those viewers. It makes me feel bad because, I don't know, I'm no longer there. Like out of my top 10 videos, six of them are text broker videos. And so I feel kind of bad. Our base, I don't see any problem here. So it is, I'm very bad. Alrighty. So yeah, I'm really, I'm at a loss sometimes. Where to go with stuff. Yeah, I'll muddle through somehow, I think. I got some good ideas for the behind the scenes stuff starting tomorrow on Buy Me a Coffee, thanks to Chris. But generally speaking, though, it's, I don't know. That crazy girl who hated money told me she used to wear literal baby diapers. I didn't know that was a thing. Really? Speaking of text broker, I just passed the 5-star test today. Awesome. That's awesome, dude. I took it once and I missed it by one question and I haven't taken it since. And that was like years ago. I keep thinking I want to take it just to see if I can do it for bragging rights, but I never really cared really that much to do it because you only get like what, 2 5-star articles a month. So I don't know. I just never really wanted to, but that's awesome because now you got bragging rights. You can put that on your blog, dude. And your blog post came out, and I haven't read it yet. I did get the email for it though. I didn't even cheat this time. Nice. That's always a good thing. We don't need to hear about some poopy pants chick. Whoa, what the hell? Did I miss something? Okay, I talked a girl, she used to wear literal baby diapers. I didn't know that was a thing. What, people wearing diapers or that there were baby diapers? I've had too much to drink. Way to go, dude. Well, people can always watch the other live streams if they don't like this one. Be yourself, Mago. I try. I like being myself. Thanks, guys. Actually, there's often more 5-star stuff available than any other rating in the open pool. Really? That must have changed. Like when I was doing it, there was like maybe 2 articles a month in 5-star. It was like not even worth trying. Like I said, though, it's been a while since I got on, so TBS changed a lot. It's all team orders nowadays. Oh, I love team orders. I keep getting emails that I'm invited to another team. I'm like, what if I should sign up? As if I have time for that. I'm trying to publish 2 different books, enter a writing contest, doing YouTube, the blogs, Green Geeks. There's no fucking way I can write for Textbroker anymore. I'd have to drop some stuff. There's been times where I'm thinking about doing it. So if I was to drop all the extra shit that I did, I could make easily 6 figures right now. But I don't. That's how much I care about you guys. Makes you feel good, huh? Actually, that's not far from the truth. The job I'm doing now for Green Geeks, I can get hired on at one of the other companies here in Denver, making a minimum of $96,000, and that's not including. I could do Green Geeks at the same time. I could be making a ton of freaking money. But there's no way in God's green earth I'd be able to do anything else. So, and the way I figure it, I love what I do. I get to do all this fun stuff with you guys. All my bills are paid. I have a little bit of extra money every month. I really don't need a lot. But man, there's times where I think about it. I'm like, fuck, I could be making bank. Nope. I'm striving for that mad YouTube money. $10 a month. Michael, a suggestion, do content on Amazon KDP. Yep, that is actually, I did the first in the series, Ron, of self-publishing. The first one was Write the Damn Thing. And the next one's going to be, I'll be writing it soon. It's about editing yourself, which you shouldn't do. But if you don't have money, here's what I did. And so I'm going to go through and we're going to walk through editing my ebook. And then after that, we're going to be doing the process of setting up the book cover and adding the edited version to Kindle Create. And then all the different things we're going to add to the book. And then after that, we're going to publish it. And then after that, we're going to market it. So I got a ton of ideas for blogs and videos for self-publishing coming up, Ron. And you inspired it all. Thank you very much. I wish I could have got this done months ago, but I didn't. But there's a lot coming out, so I detest team orders, too many revisions. I've never had to worry about it. Chris, okay. I can't say that. I did a lot of revisions, especially in the beginning, especially when I was writing at night, because I'd get too tired. I would butcher the article and I'd spend all morning fixing the damn thing. But when I started using Yoast SEO, which was back in 2015, when Yoast first came out, it was a long time ago. And when I started using it with WordPress, writing the articles for Textbroker clients, I didn't get any revision requests. So I enjoyed that a lot. So there's ways to get around stuff. Serious question, are you fused to your chair? Sometimes it feels that way. I work and play at my desk. I hate it. I would love to get out and do more stuff out in the open. But there's days where I feel like I am macrameed to my carbon fused, exactly. That I macrameed my ass to the chair. And it's not always a good thing. I gotta get out more. This chair is just over a year old and it looks like it's 20. How much I sit. But normally I get up throughout the day because I can't sit for long periods of time. My knees start hurting. So I get up and walk around the backyard or get some blood flow, stretch out my knees, and then I come back to work and do more shit. I need to get out more. No doubt. You should install a toilet in the chair so you never have to leave. No, see that I can't do that because that would hurt my knee and I would feel weird pooping in front of my camera. I'd have to flip it down every time I had to take a shit. But no, that's not going to happen. Sorry. Nope, I'm not lazy. I just, I'm always doing shit at my desk. So I will get up and make my own coffee. I will get up and make my own lunch. I will get up and go to the bathroom. All of the good stuff. But yeah, I do. I do spend too much time in the chair, which I hope to change soon. Anywho, what else we got? We got 20 minutes here. Oh, no one has told me their goals except for Neo. Does anybody have? Is Neo and I are Neo and I the only two people who have goals for this month? Everybody's like, nah, fuck it. The year's almost over. Why care? You should install. I see you're always doing shit at your desk. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. Yeah. Well, if you want to take me literally, I guess. Hmm. There's a famous copywriter who does running challenges on YouTube. Her viewers get to see her run live while talking about writing. I I don't have anything to run on though. I could jog around the pond if you want to see me go out of breath. I'm not that healthy. I set my goals to kick butt at my new job. Okay, that's not a goal. That's an aspiration. Goal, I want to finish my horror anthology and make progress on my sci-fi anthology. Yeah, because you only have a couple of stories left on that horror one, right? And are you publishing? Are you self-publishing that, or how you putting that out, Nat? Just tell people that you're multitasking. I don't believe in multitasking. There's actual evidence that supports how multitasking is actually bad for you. Of course, you can probably find studies that show that it's good for you, but I I know for me personally that I am much better if I can complete something first and then take on another task afterwards. When I multitask, I get spread too thin and shit falls apart too easy. So if I just bam, 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 it's all good. I want some new story ideas. I'm telling you, when I go out and walk outside, like I come up with some of the greatest shit. Problem is I completely forget what I want to write. So I have to start putting notes in my phone or sending a text myself because I will forget. And this this new story I think is fucking awesome. So I'm excited to finish it. But as for ideas, I don't know. I get inspired by a lot of things. Like I'll think about what drove this one. Well, I wanted to write horror again, but I love writing about fantasy. So I'm like, you know what? I want to write fantasy horror and possibly gothic horror, which is probably going to wind up going gothic horror towards the middle of the story. But it's fantasy, and I don't know. It all just fell into place. It was like puzzles dropping perfectly into the spot, and I get most of my best ideas while I'm out walking. So I know you don't like doing that, but that's how I do it. 3 blog posts a week. That's about it. Hey, for you, that's awesome. Any more than that, and I'll stress myself out and end up doing zero. You got to know your limitations, Chris. But 3 blog posts a week, I'm excited to read those. My goal is to lose 60 pounds. There you go. Hey, there's a goal. I need to lose 40 before the end of the year. And I need to find some better social media. Twitter and YouTube are becoming a thorn in my side. Uh, I don't, I, I don't mind YouTube. And like I said, Twitter doesn't really bother me. Um, I mostly hang out and chat with writers. So I try to stay away from political uprisings, and I don't ever look at what's trending. I don't even know how many followers I have. I just hang out with people I like. So yeah, I'm self-publishing. Got stuff in editing right now. Awesome. Of course, Michael, multitasking is bad for your brain. Yes. Goal, publishing my second KDP book in 3 days. Wow, that was quick. Didn't you just publish one? You're just cranking them out, man. I'm a hairdresser. I rock at multitasking, but only with certain things. So I'm dropping whatever crap isn't inspiring or useful and hopefully find something decent to read just to give my mind a break from my own work. So I take it you didn't read 7 or you thought it sucked. I gave you some things to read and you didn't want to read it, so that's okay. They're kind of cringy. I wouldn't read them either. At least not until I fucking finish fixing them up. I've never written fantasy technically. I like writing fantasy. That's what I guess because that's Gothic horror too. I was gonna say that's kind of what Despair is based on. Is fantasy. Um, I read it more as a kid. I don't read fantasy that much now. Fantasy and I love sci-fi as my two. I don't know. Because I love horror. It's really hard to say which one's my favorite. Okay, my goal is to meet 2 new people and build a professional relationship with them. Nice. I would have to leave the house for that. But fantasy and sci-fi are related in a way. Kinda, I guess. Like when I say fantasy, I'm thinking um, like back Dungeons and Dragons type thing, or Willow, um, stuff like that. Swords, sorcerers, Lord of the Rings. In sci-fi, I'm thinking more like Star Trek, obviously. I told the weird guy that education was important to me, and he said my powers are more valuable than a college degree, and he just laughed. Yeah, that's walk away. Just smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave. I ditched all my social media other than this and my blog. Twitter was making me mental. Yeah, Chris dumped it all. So now I have nobody else to chat with. Actually, I interact quite often with like 4 or 5 writers, authors that are actually published. So, Diana meeting people with superpowers. Yep, she was. Yeah, meeting professionals is always cool. Good. That's one of the big things I miss about doing the word camps in person for WordPress. And it sounds like next year we're going to be getting back to doing those. So I'm pretty excited. I love traveling to different places for WordPress. And I got to meet some interesting people. So I'm looking forward to that next year. But yeah, meeting professionals is always good. That's why I avoid associating with wannabes. They're a waste of time and can become energy vampires. Yeah, yeah. I know quite a few of those actually. And I wouldn't necessarily call myself a wannabe. It's more of a wanna finish. I'm lacking. But that's changing. I'm publishing the ebook and I'm working on the next story, the next novel, which is awesome. So I know I have not read anything yet, being busy. Yeah, that's what they all say. You just don't want to read it. That's fine. Nobody reads it anyway. Can you see? Yeah, but professional what? Uh, Depends on the professional, I guess. Yeah, Chris, I'm getting to that point too. Oh, about the social media. That's what I'm like. I've been purposely avoiding trending topics, and I just want to hang out with the people I like. That's that's all I want. It's all good. I don't need anything else. Let's see. Yeah, Chris, I'm getting to the point. He also took his phone into the bathroom with him, and I heard everything. That's wrong. You don't take your phone into the bathroom with you. I used to have a girlfriend that used to do that to me all the time. I'm like, quit peeing on my ear. It drives me nuts. Put the phone down or hang up and call me back. I don't want to hear it. I'm not into golden showers, thank you. I have two Twitters. One is a writer account, and the other is my venting and trolling account to talk crap about whatever pisses me off. Yep, I follow that one. I keep forgetting I want to follow your writer account. If you want success, associate with people who are success-minded and doing the things you want to do. Goal-oriented people. Bring an ex-personal trainer. I'm really hardcore with the work ethic. Yeah. Yep, that's why I hang out with a lot of different authors, actually. I don't really say hang out, but I interact with them quite a bit. This guy also told me, I also have a bit of a sarcastic attitude on Twitter. One guy thought the only reason why he followed me is because of my answers to people's questions. Like the Who Are Theys. I love doing the Who Are Theys. And my favorite one still was the polyamorous couple. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you missed out on a good one. The guy also told me he used to have multiple girlfriends. I was shocked. Yeah, just put lipstick on either hand. You lol. I don't need to hear people pee or poop. Just mute the person. Right? Don't even. No, just hang up with me and call me back when you're done. It's not that important, really. I don't need to hear some stuff. Last time I networked was a couple months ago. I went to an art museum and exchanged contacts with a bunch of cool people. That's pretty cool. I haven't been to an art museum. But yeah, KDC, that's one of the big things I miss about WordCamp. Loved doing WordCamp. And when I was in Kansas City, I met a lot of really cool people. A lot of professionals and bloggers and developers, designers. I met the people of WordFence, security plugin. Yeah, it was great times. I loved it. I love doing the one here in Denver too. Let's see where I'm at. Okay, I'm done. Have a good night. Have a good week. Going to watch Gilmore Girls with Ari. Awesome. I can give you a list of things you should be doing. Yeah, see, Net says that's why I hang out in writers' chats for inspiration and to network with other writers, editors, and people in the biz. Later, Sam. Have a good night. I love networking in person, but mostly everything is online now. Yeah, that's. I went to a couple of WordCamps through Zoom, and they're okay. I met some really cool people, but it's just not the same. It really is not. Like, I miss actually sitting in on the talks at WordCamp, and I miss like signed up with the WordPress meetup group who get together on Tuesdays at the Denver Library. But with all this going on, everything moved to online, and that's not bad. It's kind of cool that we're still kind of hanging out, but I miss that. You know, from a hermit, I miss that human interaction. I miss having a traditional job because, like, I was going to blog about it the other day on michaelbrockman.com, where I was going to go off on how working from home isn't always sunshine and rainbows. I miss going to Christmas parties or being invited to Halloween parties or picnics or barbecues. I miss going out with everybody to the bar after work. Well, the few times I've ever did that. But I miss the actual human interaction or going out and doing something fun. Like right now, like I do all my work for Green Geeks. I'm the only one in Colorado. So there's nobody from my work to hang out with. I don't, all of my clients are all online in different states or different countries completely. And so my social interaction with them is through Slack. I'm like, it's not the same. I miss being in person. I want to go to WordCamp. That sounds fun. Oh, it is fun. I love WordCamps. You get to learn a lot of cool stuff about WordPress and building your own blogs. It's great. If it seems like I'm a bit abrupt until I get to know people, it's because I'm business minded. I'm here to learn and grow. If people are here to play around, then I'm out. It's nothing personal. I wasn't a hermit before COVID. I had a social life. See, and I did. I was a hermit. And then 2020 was my year of going out and mingling and interacting with people. I wanted to be out and be more social and actually get some friends. And then COVID happened. And now I still don't know what I want to do. So I hate being a hermit, to be honest. And that sounds like a person who hates small talk, right? I'm in Vegas. It's been hard to not go out anywhere the past year. There's a lot of fun stuff to do here. It's just not like it used to be. Yeah, that's like, I live in Denver, and there's a lot of fun stuff here in Denver. Like, I would love to do the wine tastings. Well, we had Oktoberfest recently that they shut down the entire street for. I love the museums. I haven't been able to go to the museum for a while. Red Rocks. I've only been to one concert at Red Rocks, and that was amazing. That was Lindsey Sterling. Um, there's like so many things I want to do, but I never fucking leave the house. I gotta. I'm tired of it. I like small talk, just not pointless small talk. I don't want to hear about people's poop, their kids' health issues. I'm not here for that, right? Small talk used to be the bane of my existence, to be honest, but I get better at it over time. I wouldn't even know where to start. To be honest, I don't know how to make friends, really. Um, I am a completely different person in person than I am on YouTube. Uh, like with the channel, like right now, I'm talking to a camera. There's no person there. In reality, I'm incredibly shy, and so it's really hard for me to see an opening to not be, unless I'm at WordCamp. For some reason, when I'm there, it's the professional in me takes over, and I will chat with everybody who walks by. And that's because at that time I'm working with Green Geeks. I am their spokesperson, and I'm all about WordPress. And bam, I'm there. But like at a bar, forget about it. So, I think I'll just go bowling by myself. I like bowling. Leave me alone. Golf. I can do golf. I don't know. It's a whole different world nowadays. I listen to old ladies gossiping in a salon all day. Yeah. If people bore me and they're not paying me to listen to the crap, then I don't. I'll straight up tell people I don't want to hear the crap. There you go. Oh, I know who that is. She used to be the social media manager for Sony Online Entertainment. I actually interacted with her a couple times. I've actually met quite a few awesome people over the years. Like, no celebrities, but very professional people. So I have quite the, I can't say quite the network, because like on LinkedIn, I don't just add whoever the hell, like, I want to join your network. Who the fuck are you? I don't know who you are. So if I don't know who you are, or you don't like engage me first before sending a friend request, I'm not going to click it. It's just the way I am. And I'm the same way on Facebook too. Like, if I don't know you, I'm not going to friend you just for the hell of it. Like, that's not how I roll. Especially on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is my professional profile. I need to know you professionally. If I don't, it's not going to happen. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, cool. Sorry, Sony is a good company to have on your resume. Yeah, it is. She luckily, when Sony Online Entertainment, when they went under, well, technically they sold all their games and everything to Daybreak Gaming, and when Daybreak took over, they cut like 3/4 of the people that worked for them, because Daybreak is an investment group. They try to make as much money as possible without having to spend any money. And so when you have a bunch of people that really don't need to be there, they cut you. I fucking hate investment groups. So one of her jobs was one of the ones that got cut. Luckily, with her background, she got picked up by Riot. So I think this is before all the drama with Riot. So she got picked up almost immediately. So it was pretty cool. I'm not on Facebook. I am ish. Like, I have a Facebook profile, and mostly it's just to interact with mom nowadays. Or because my mom is quite active on Facebook. Dad, not so much. I have a few friends who use Facebook. But like WriterSanctuary has a Facebook page. And I used to use it quite a bit for interacting with people who watch the videos or read the blogs. But the vast majority of the people who were sending me chats were scammers trying to get money out of me. So I get all these people that come up there and say, "Oh, I'm so in love with you," and try to get me to buy iTunes cards from them. Like, no, you don't love me. Leave me alone. So I had bunch of them. And then, so, and another reason why I stopped using Facebook so much is because Facebook had such a massive delay between when someone would send a chat to when I would actually get a notification. I mean, we're talking about 4 or 5 hours. By the time I would get back to chat with them, they're long gone. So I'm like, you know what? If y'all need to chat with me, Twitter is probably the easiest. I'm right there. I have 3 things that send me a notification. And usually, since I'm working on my computer all the time, if you send a comment on YouTube channel or on any of the videos, then I usually respond almost immediately. But I hate Facebook. It's now called Meta. No, it ain't. It'll never be Meta. They gotta fix the shit that's wrong with it before you advance it. I'm telling you, I would never spend my life in virtual reality. Yeah, we're just talking. That's whole nother ball of wax. So I got to think of some horrible stuff to happen to her once she has this cursed object in her house. I could probably come up with all kinds of shit. I mean, are you looking for like your genie story? You're looking for something that's kind of quirky but evil, or just shit breaking? I can get dark with that. I think her life will just fall apart. Then she'll croak. There you go. Virtual reality is said to be the new social media. Nah. Sorry. I have problems enough. If when they make holodecks like on Star Trek, yeah, I'll get one. But virtual reality, you know, I miss the human interaction. I'm Generation X. I need people. Uh, there's only so much you can go do with virtual reality. So you don't get to. Oh, yeah, we're not gonna get creepy with that. But anyway, point being, I'd rather be in a. I'd rather be in a bar than in a virtual reality chat room. And that's funny if you know me because I hate bars. Well, she's going to die at the end of the story, so I think it'll be a quick downfall. Or it depends on how, like, if you want to get really drawn out with it, you can make her life a miserable hell for like several chapters, and then kill her off. Like, well, I can't really say that with 7 because with 7, every chapter was a downfall. So if I was just doing one, I would draw it out. But I'm also a vengeful, spiteful person. So I would make it go as long as possible. Death is too quick of an answer. It's like, you see, with this news story, I can't really say that it's well, see, I'm not really sure where it's going yet because I haven't plotted it or anything. This is all just one day at a time, like I did with Despair. And the way I'm writing Despair, I love how Despair is going, and so I thought I'm gonna try that with this new one to make sure that it wasn't a fluke because I love how I'm writing Despair. So I think I like how it's going. So I'm not even no pantsing, no plotting, just bam, day after day. So I can't really tell if there's going to be any deaths or if I'm going to be vengeful on it. I like psychological pain more than physical trauma. Yeah. If you could write about how the cursed object impacts you mentally, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I love mental pain. Yeah. Covered dark. Virtual reality is used mostly for porn and video games. They've been trying to give it a practical applications for years, but people don't care. They've been trying to market it for 15 plus years. Yep, they have been actually. But I can see. I do want VR for Subnautica. I would love to play Subnautica in VR. That would scare the shit out of me. Phasmophobia would probably make me piss my pants. but there's a reason behind it. You know, being in the video game, in a horror video game, would just be awesome. But being in virtual reality, just to hang out and chat with people, nah, I don't see the allure of it. But you know, each their own, I guess. Yeah, it could also drive her mad. Yeah, there you go. That's probably one of my favorite. Is breaking someone's mind. I love mental pain. Yeah. I could almost put that on a coffee mug, huh? Mental pain, yeah. See, I'm getting all excited. Um, if virtual reality has been a thing for 10 plus years and it's gone nowhere, people aren't into it, especially people with eye issues or migraines. It's not a possibility. I think what it is, Nat, though, is that technology has come a long way in 10 years. And so there's a couple of practical implications. Like, I like I have a bunch of beach scenes on my phone. I have the VR cheap man's version. You put the phone in, you put the eyesight thing on. I do like those mostly because it's a beach scene and it's relaxing, and it's more of a zen experience. I'm not there to meet anybody. I just want a nice beach to relax on with the sound going, the ocean. That I can see. But picking an avatar and hanging out and just bullshitting in a room, I can't see it. Yeah, it seems cool, but if you wear that headset, it's bulky, it's uncomfortable, it can give people headaches, and it's not that great. I tried it years ago. It's like a toaster on your head. Yeah. Well, they made them a lot more comfortable nowadays. And it's destroying her life, but she can't stop. And addicting. Okay, what if she gets addicted to using the cursed object? Depends on what the. Oh, that can go so many places. Yeah, she does kind of get drawn to the curse thing. Nobody wants to wear a stupid box in their face for hours just to play a video game or watch a movie. It's uncomfortable if it's on more than 20 minutes. It depends. I know there's some people out there that'll play it for an hour and a half at a time. Like the Oculus has padded sets, and from what I hear, they're not that uncomfortable. The one I have for the phone, I can use it for about a half hour just fine. But I wouldn't. There's no way I would use it to meet people. Yeah, it just doesn't do it for me. Not this thing. This reminds me of the Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, the little guy who says "my precious" and does crazy things for the ring. Right? My precious. They're not comfortable. They look the same as the crap I tried years ago. Well, I find mine comfortable. So I don't know. It gets sweaty after about a half hour though. But last time I used it was in the summer. Yeah. Precious. She may get obsessed with the item. Yeah, give it an obsession. Oh, you can go really dark with that too, depending on how far. I mean, we're talking. What's that movie? Super popular or super famous movie. Gratuitous beaver shot. It's an older flick. But it's about obsession. Oh my god, it's gonna drive me nuts. What is that movie? Damn it! That's going. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember what the movie was called. Anyway, not Silence of the Lambs. No, it's. I can't even remember who's in it. I don't like AR, VR. It makes her lose her mind and self-destruct, and even though everyone is telling her to stop, she doesn't see the damage happening. She just wants more, to the point she gets paranoid about why. Definitely does not seem worth it with all the money and resources it takes to create. It depends. Like I said, with Subnautica or Phasmophobia, those would be great in VR. But I'm also looking to make myself piss my pants. Why her friends want to take it away from her. Yeah, that might be a good direction. Fuck. That's going to drive me absolutely nuts. I can't think of that damn movie. Hold on. Let's see if I can Google it. I don't even know how to Google it. I can't even remember who asked it. It's an older movie. Was it? Had to be. Fatal Attraction. Oh, God, I'm good. I put in Michael Douglas horror movie obsession. Fatal Attraction is what I was thinking of. Probably not even relevant to what you're doing, but I had to know. Or maybe the old trope where it won't burn, it appears back in her house when she throws it in the trash. She can't shred it or destroy it. That's not bad, but I agree. I think it's an overused trope. I think you got to try to come up with something different with it. I don't know if you can. Something different that isn't used that often. I love being unique, so I would, yeah. What else can we do with it? I always loved that trope. It won't burn. Yeah, but it's overused. What else we can do with it? The movie is The Naked Gun. No, it's not. It wasn't. The Naked Gun is not a horror movie. There's a millionaire who has invested heavily into virtual reality. He and his wife were flying first class and decided to watch a movie using the headset. Yeah, I just... Maybe it's something like that while you're on a plane. Oh, that might actually help, especially with people with claustrophobia. If you can convince your mind that you're in an wide open space, then something like that would probably be beneficial. And if you can sit there and watch a movie and look around like you're in a movie theater, that'd actually be kind of cool. So that might have practical application. Fatal Attraction was a masterpiece, great acting, then close. See, I couldn't remember who the fucking actress was. Plays a good wacko. Funny fact, I've always heard she's a sweetheart in real life. Yeah, and she's a great actress though. Yeah, that's how I had to find it was Michael Douglas obsession horror movie. So I knew he was in it. I just couldn't think of the damn movie. In the virtual world, they each had their own avatar. They set up on top of a roof and watched the movie projected on the side of another building. Yeah. Something like that. It might have some practical application, but for hanging out and just talking with people, I don't see it. Naked Gun is a slapstick comedy. Yes, it is. I liked the first Naked Gun. I wasn't really a big fan of the other ones after that. Oh. Holy shit, I remember that sweater. Look what I found looking for photos of Dad. That is me and Angela at Grandma and Grandpa's house. Oh. I remember that sweater. Oh, I didn't spell it right. I think we're going to wrap things up. It is 9:15. Boom, smile. I don't know, I'm kind of having fun now. We're talking about what to do with the horror movie, or the horror aspect. Yeah, maybe if it helped people overcome their fear of flying or heights, it could be useful. Yeah, stuff like that I can see. I hate being on planes for that reason. Like, being squished because they try to load in as many people as they can on a fucking plane. And so I can see having a headset on and having like the beach scene that I have on my phone, where you just slap it on. I should do that next time. Where you just slap it on and you're in a much more wide open space, so you don't have to. I don't know. It might be helpful. Okay, man. I wish YouTube would stop deleting my comments in the chat. Like what? We're quit cursing. Excuse me. Chris, you must have said something really bad because even curse words are permitted. Kinda. Um, so far, I've seen people use the word bitch quite a bit. I know Doc even put quotes around it like you guys, but no. I don't. I don't. Oh, hey. Do you know what's happening outside? It's snowing. I love the snow. I can't wait for Christmas. Oh, I'm gonna. No. Oh, I can't wait to hang up my stuff. Yeah, Naked Gun 2 was not very funny. 3 was just a cash grab, and Nicole, may she rest in peace. But she was a terrible actress. Yeah, I've never really liked that in Nicole. Yeah, Naked Gun 1, the first Naked Gun was pretty good. I enjoyed it, but too bad Anna was gorgeous, and her little daughter looks so much like her. It's a little scary. Yay, snow. Yep, I can hear it. I'm excited. Last year, I took a picture of me shoveling 4 feet of snow out from my driveway, or from my walkway. And that's not an exaggeration. It was 4 feet of snow. I even broke the shovel. I gotta buy a new shovel. I completely forgot. Guess that I better add that to the shopping list. Wasn't even cussing. It was just talking about cursed object stuff. I don't know. YouTube's weird. YouTube's having a weird YouTube problem. See, unlike most people in my industry, I don't think that games are the holy grail. No matter what you create, all that screen time is sitting are still detrimental to your health. Yeah. Oh yeah. It is. There's lots of studies that show how sitting for extended periods of time, like I do, is actually bad for your lower vertebrae. And for me, it's bad on my knees, so I have to get up and walk. But I do get enough steps in the day to where I don't just turn into a big lump. I would like to get away from my desk more often, but, when you work and play at your desk, it's kind of hard. But there's like all kinds of things. I would rather go out golfing. I'd rather go bowling. There's a lot of ghost towns here in Colorado. I would love to go explore. So I need to get out of the damn house. Winter is here. Play dramatic goat music. Game of the year. That'd be goaty. Dramatic goat music. Like, I'm not sure what that stands for. Oh, and I got a horror story that takes place in Colorado in the winter, so I may need to pick your brain, dude. I'm here. I love Colorado. Estes Park. Broomfield. Oh, I know some really bad places you can write about. Depends on what kind of horror story you're going to write. I'm have to write some horror stories based on my hometown. Vlogged in Utah. I know where there's pine forest mountains in Colorado. That would be 70% of the state. People will hardcore defend video games. You just can't reason with them. I don't know if I hardcore defend video games, but I do know that they are beneficial for a variety of purposes. I use it for therapy. I know a lot of therapists actually prescribe more relaxing games because you're taking part in a world where you have absolute control in a world where you don't have any. And so it can be therapeutic depending on the game. Pine trees and nice vacation houses. That would be Silverthorne. Look it up. Oh, it's a beautiful place up there. Let's see. People hate your okay. Pine trees. I actually made up a fictional town in Colorado. Yeah. People make up fictional towns all the time. I don't even like the word video games because of its connotation. I tell people I design computer games. That's more accurate anyway. I make shit that people play. That's how I'd answer. I mean, some video games involved movement. I used to play dancing video games with my family. Okay, here you go, Chris. Uh, I have lost 80 pounds by playing the Connect. And I play Virtual Smash, I play tennis, Avengers, Battle for Earth. We have all of the my girls have all of the Just Dance games. Um, and I've got a slew of Kinect games I play. And when I play, I strap on weights to my hands. I grind it out. I'm a sweaty mess by the end of it. And I will burn more calories in 30 minutes playing the Xbox than most people will at a gym doing any workout. And I know because I tracked it. And so, uh, yeah, I will defend the Xbox because I busted out 80 pounds worth of fat. So there you go. And yes, I would. It's kind of a bummer that the Kinect is gone or dead rather, but because I would keep buying games for it. That's yeah, massive cardio workout. Um, but again, the exercise is that is good, not the video game. Depends. Like I love playing Virtual Smash and Avengers Battle for Earth. I like fighting as Iron Man. What can I say? Michael Jackson video game was so much fun when I was little. I don't think I ever played that one. Okay, so we're in Colorado. Basically has mountains, snow, and pine trees. Denver, west. That's half the state. Getting more specific, because there is a lot of places that fit that. Especially if you get okay, so not technically Denver. Anywhere west of, if you're looking at a Google map, anywhere west of Littleton or Arvada, Lakewood, Boulder, Longmont. Well, I guess you can call Longmont Front Range. It's close enough, I guess. Definitely Boulder and Arvada and Golden. Golden is like right there, right as the canyon opens up on the other side of the mountain ridge on your way to Silverthorne. But if you're looking for a piney area with snow, Silverthorne is where you want to go. At least it is for me. I love Silverthorne. I thought it was incredibly beautiful up there during the summer. And it's kind of cool in the middle of winter. I went down the slopes at, I keep wanting to say Frederick, but it's not Frederick. I have it in Colorado place. It's a snow, it's a tubing hill that's historic. And holy shit, you're hitting like 40 miles an hour by the time you get to the bottom of this hill. You're hauling ass. But we had to pass Silverthorne to get to it. And Silverthorne's amazing. Or another good one is Estes Park. That's where the Stanley is. The inspiration for The Shining. But the city itself is beautiful. You'll be on a golf course and you have to play through elk. It's surrounded by mountains. It's also another beautiful place to be in Colorado. Let's see. I would still play it today, to be honest. I do. Interesting, Michael. I guess I'm more of a video game skeptic compared to most. Well, especially with the industry you're in. It's supposed to be a rich old folks town, probably with a ski resort or something. I'm not sure. I know Silverthorne is up there with the ski resorts, but I'm not sure if it is a rich town, but I'm not sure how old it is. Probably would fit, I bet. Because you would have to have money to live in Silverthorne. I don't have that much money. It takes place in a big, older house built in the 1930s. See, that I'm not sure if there's any up there. There might be, though. And some of the houses that are on the side of the mountain are fucking amazing. And I've read a lot of books on game design. I'm still not convinced. That's great, Michael. Sometimes I dance to YouTube music videos. Well, whatever gets you going. Whatever works for you. That's the whole point. The best exercise and the best diet are the ones that work for you. But yeah, I'm keeping it fictional town just to be PC and just so I don't insult any real town. Yeah. Don't worry about insulting anybody. Write the damn story. God, I hate when people do that. It's got murder in the book and maiming and severe gore and violence. Hey. I'll put it in Salt Lake just for the shits and giggles. Let's piss off the Mormons. Who cares? Not like it's a demographic I'll be missing. PC culture destroys creativity, in my opinion. Yeah, I think so too. Mostly, I just want photos of a place so I can write a good description and maybe make this town near a real town, but the town itself will be fictional. Okay, so I'm telling you, look up Silverthorne in Colorado. Look up Silverthorne. Wow, that is where my story takes place. Oh, that's the town I was mentioning. Okay, I need to catch up on chat. Thank you, dude. You are welcome. Yeah, Silverthorne's amazing. No, you don't even understand. This is the town I'm looking for. That's what I was picturing in my head. Yeah. That's what, as soon as you were breaking it down and what you wanted, I'm like, God, that is it. That's Silverthorne. There's a town called Silverthorne. Sounds like something out of Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. We every time we go up camping in the mountains, we have to go through Silverthorne, and so we get gas and whatnots there. And so I've been there in the summer. I've been there in the winter. It is an amazing location. It's expensive as fuck, but it's beautiful. So, oh man, I'm literally seeing my story on photos. Guide is surreal. No, trust me, as a horror writer, it needs to be fictional. If you read it, you'll get why it must be a funny town. Well, I'm glad I could help. Like when, yeah, like I said, when it's describing it to me, it's like, yeah, that would be Silverthorne. So it might be near it, some tiny remote town, like 30 miles from there, maybe. Let's see, before and after. Before and after Silverthorne, you got smaller, much smaller, like, I wouldn't call them towns really, just small areas because it's in the middle of a valley. And so there's really not a lot of room before and after. After you could probably do one after. But yeah, some of the houses up there are amazing. I'll like you look it up there, you could tell we're talking like $5 million houses. Beautiful. It's gorgeous though. Thank you, dude. This is the type of place I need. You're welcome. And that's what you're here for, right? I've got all yeah. If anybody needs any story ideas for Colorado, I could probably find a place for it. But yeah, because there's a lot of different towns up there, but out of all of them that I've been through, that's the best. Golden, the northwestern part of Golden's not too bad. I'm trying to think what's on the other side of Golden. Grand Junction? I don't know. That's more flat. Grand Junction's not too bad in the winter either, though. It's not really piney though. You write it in Sterling. Also, sometimes when books or movies are based on real places, tourists come and harass residents and act like assholes. So that's another reason why I make fake horror towns. Oh, so when Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. first came out, like the first couple episodes, one of the episodes was like Sterling, Colorado. That's where they were. I lived in Sterling. And so they're all showing this like this hilly region and shit. I'm like, there are no fucking hills in Sterling. It's flat. So I'm like, that is so. Sam and I were both like, that's crap. That is not what Sterling looks like. But they get this idea that just because it's in Colorado, that there must be mountains. I'm like, no, actually, half the state's flat. So I don't know. I can see why you'd want to do it that way. I don't think anybody came through us looking for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but and no one goes to Sterling for anything. Except to die, maybe. I, you know, I would prefer using real cities, except for in 7, That is an imaginary town. Didn't even get the town a name. It was like some unknown part of the map. Um, and obviously the fantasy stuff, I come up with my own names for it. But yeah, I would love to do one in Denver. I don't want some dipshits using my book as a guidebook or trying to visit some real town or bother people. I'm really careful about that stuff. And yeah, on the other hand, you want it to be accurate enough so that it makes sense to people who live in that state or town. Yeah. Yeah. I can understand that aspect of it, I guess. I would still do it though, but no. Everybody's different, so I'm glad it could help. And yeah, it is whatever you see on the pictures, it is that times 10 in person. Love that place. I would, if I had the money, I would probably live in Silverthorne. Oh, that's a hard one because I love Estes Park. Oh, I don't know. That's a hard one. Estes Park's amazing. But I love the mountains. Depends on who had the better internet. So in several stories, I say it's near such and such, and name a big town, a big real town, or a general area, but just make the town fake. Or you can do a suburb of it. Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, and yeah, that's gorgeous. That is the setting I need. Idyllic and snowy. Yes, very. I think the last time. When? Last time I was through there was when we went sledding at Fraser, the Fraser, the Fraser Hill. It's the tubing hill, the historic. I think it's the historic tubing hill at Fraser. Anyway, you get on a tube, you go down a hill, you're hitting 40 on the way down. I tell you, it doesn't sound like you're going very fast until you're doing it on a tube. It's like warp speed. Are there coyotes or wolves in Colorado? Both. I know I have coyotes here. I'm not sure if we get a lot of wolves inside the mountain range itself. Coyotes definitely. Like the first year I moved here, and I'm in town, mind you. I am 10 minutes away from the airport. We have coyotes. Wolves, I'm not too sure about. At least none that I know of nearby, but I'm also in the center of the state. So if we did have wolves, that'd be more further east, I think, or west. We have lots of coyotes here in Vegas, and also, shockingly, Los Angeles has coyotes roaming the city. What about bears? Yep, we have black bears. And I think we also have grizzlies too. I know Utah does, and we border Utah, so we've got to have grizzlies out there somewhere. But definitely black bears, we've seen them. So, well, at least Dad says he's seen them. I didn't see it, but my brother and Dad did. Like, whatever. It's probably a raccoon. You guys are stoned. They swear up and down it was a black bear, but I didn't see it. And are you in an area with Bigfoot sightings? No. I live in Denver. Denver has a population of probably right now like 700,000 in the metro area, and that's including like Aurora, Broomfield, Westminster, Longmont, or not Longmont, Littleton, Lakewood. I guess Arvada would be kind of close to that. Greenwood Village, Inglewood. Castle Rock is a little bit further south. Colorado Springs is much further south. Yeah, I'm like in town. I don't have any Bigfoots anywhere near me. I've seen some people that could probably be classified as Bigfoot, but no. I am more of a city dweller. Oklahoma has the largest number of Bigfoot sightings. I don't know. Is it Oklahoma or Washington? Because Washington gets a lot. So I don't know. That'd be kind of cool to Google. Um, I do live 2 blocks south of the Rocky Mountain Arsenal, which is a wildlife reserve. But I don't think there's anything in there aside from coyotes, buffalo, and deer. Ton of birds. But yeah, we see buffaloes all the time. Oh, Russian babes here. I've talked to a few Bigfoot witnesses just for research. Cool. I haven't seen any big feet. Uh, I don't even get to see the bear. I did almost get trampled by a buffalo. Well, can't really say trampled. I was in Yellowstone, walked out of the bathroom, looked down, zipped up my zipper, looked up, made eye contact with this buffalo. Huge, right there. So I'm like, okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to go this way, and you can go this way. I'm all talking calm to him. I'm just going to go back to my camp because they tell you when you're in Yellowstone, don't run because they'll just trample you. So I'm like, all right, cool. We'll just be nice and calm. So I calmly talked my way past him, and he just watched me and kind of just sauntered off. So that was cool, but never had a Bigfoot sighting. Put it this way, I worked in a zoo as a teenager. I think some of the cryptid stories could be true. People don't realize how huge America is. Oh God, yeah. Like one of my favorite things to do is get on Google Maps, and you start scrolling through, and there's like huge, massive swaths of land where there's nothing there. It's like one of the big arguments Dad keeps telling me is like the world is becoming overpopulated. It's like, no, we don't have enough farmers. If you condensed all the populations and put them into one spot, you probably wouldn't even fill up the state of Texas. I mean, there's like a lot of land in between a lot of these cities. We're talking massive, huge swaths of land. Just roam through Google Maps. There's a lot of land. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there's shit there no one's ever seen before. I went on a ghost tour last week. It was fun. It gives me fuel for my stories. Yeah, I love ghost tours. I loved doing the one at Estes Park at the Stanley. We didn't get necessarily do the ghost tour, but I did get to investigate the fourth floor of the hotel, and that was a lot of fun. We woke up the next morning, and the floor was covered in old-fashioned hairbreds, which weren't there when we went to bed. Like covered. There were breds fucking everywhere. Or bobby pins, or whatever the hell they're called. And it was crazy because they were turn of the century bobby pins. So it was pretty cool. Oh, I love the Stanley. I want to go back so bad. I love ghost and paranormal stories. I don't think I believe them though. Oh, I do. But I have seen shit that would turn you white. I'd love to do a ghost tour. Was it scary? I didn't. We didn't really. Nothing really happened. Really. I mean, you get a sense that there's something amiss, but the only thing that happened to us was the bobby pins. Now that was freaky because they weren't there and they were covering the floor. Like when I got out of bed, I stepped on them. They were everywhere, and I'm like, "What the hell happened here?" It's like somebody just threw them all on the floor, and so I didn't. I didn't feel anything weird after that. We tried getting EMFs. We didn't get anything on the EVP. But it was pretty fun, and there was a lot of people there doing it too, so it was pretty cool. Every town has ghost stories. Yeah, it was spooky, giving me the creeps. Yeah, pre-1940 terrapins were different. Yeah, they were. They were definitely not current, and so, yeah, it was nuts. I wanted to grab a bunch of them, but I didn't know if I should take them. It's like I don't know if this is part of a show or if I'd get sued for taking property, so I just left them. But they weren't there before, and so that was pretty cool. I would love to do Eastern State Penitentiary, and Um, there's there's an insane asylum. It starts with a W that I would love to do. Yeah, I'd love that kind of shit. Also, I adore Ghostbusters, the original though, not the Fembusters movie. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Ghostbusters, the original. Bobby pins were invented in the 1920s in the flapper era. Prior to that, pins were wire and U-shaped and wider. Yeah, they were definitely bobby pins. So, and I think the Stanley wasn't built until the 1920s too. So, there are matches. But it was crazy. It was pretty cool. So, Michael, how could I ask? And that was back when I weighed like 272. So, Sam's got this picture of me. It looks like John Goodman sitting on the couch looking down the hallway. I would love to do that same picture nowadays because I've lost so much weight. So, I'd like to do it before and after at the Stanley. That'd be fun. How could I ask this guy out without seeming desperate? That's off the topic. I don't know. Flash him. That might be seeming desperate, though. I don't know, just ask him. Would you like to go out to coffee someday? Don't put so much damn emphasis on it. You're so worried about finding a fucking boyfriend. Start with being a friend. Ask him out to go join you out to have coffee. Shit, or go out to dinner. No stress, no pressure. Just two people going out and having dinner. I mean, you don't have to make everything a freaking date. To be honest. I find Michael. Well, yeah, I'm serious. Yeah, just ask him to go out. Like, hey, would you like to get some coffee? I mean, you're not asking him to marry you. Say, hey, are you all extensive with it? I'd like to eat. You probably need to eat. Let's go eat together. But there's stress and pressure because he's male and I'm female. He knows I'm interested. No, you're making the stress and the pressure. Doesn't matter if he's male or female or not. Two people are going out. It's like Sam and I go out to shopping all the time or go out to get coffee at Dutch Brothers or, no pressure. You add it yourself. Good night, Ron. Hope everyone has a great week. See you on Friday. See you on Friday, Ron. Have a good week. Hopefully, I'll have more news about my ebook by then. I'm hoping to be done. We're still in a pandemic. It's a crappy time to date right now. So don't beat yourself up if it's hard to find dates. Most people can't afford it and are scared to go out. Yeah. That's why I'm like, start with coffee. It's simple. It's $5. Say, hey, let's go get some coffee. If Brianna is so beautiful, how come she doesn't have a BF? I have a lot of nerdy friends who need a girlfriend. Lol. I think I know who Brianna is. I'm old. Or is she really single and she just says she's not because if it was found out that she had a boyfriend, that she'd lose half her audience. Horny, desperate men. In fact, there's a lot of Twitch streamers and OnlyFans people who hide the fact that they're dating simply so that they can still capitalize on the simps who throw money their way. It's what happens. I am not one of those people. I am definitely single. I don't ever go anywhere. But I'm good. I get lonely sometimes. Yeah, who doesn't? But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Life goes on. I love my job. Oh, Diana. Ah, okay. See, I thought you were meaning like one of those singers. I'm like, is that an actress? I don't know. Isn't that like... I thought her name was Rihanna. I didn't know. But he's willing to meet each week for rehearsal, so it's promising. Well, there you go. Say, hey, you want to get some coffee? That simple. No stress. Just two people going out to get coffee because you want coffee. Men can be really intimidating by beautiful, smart women. Um, yeah, probably. But, yeah, I can see that. Seriously, people have no clue. Yeah. Bring me the nerds, preferably virgins. Yeah, good luck with that. This is 2021. Brianna is the name of my ex coworker. Ah, so the one that likes you. Diana, are you going to regret asking him out or not asking him out? Exactly. Like Neo says. Here you go. You will miss 100% of the shots you do not take. Women who are independent and smart and don't need men aren't flattering to little male egos. Yeah. We make them too insecure unless they're successful too, and then even then. Depends on the guy, really. It's like there's times where I go out and I'm like, you know what, I'm too successful to feel awkward. Who are you again? Like I'm like, especially at WordCamps. It's like you can't stop me. I get that professional mindset going. But when out in public, I'm usually quite shy. Like I don't do clubbing. For one thing, I can't stand loud music. It hurts my ears. I do like going out to like Dave and Buster's and stuff, but I don't think I'm intimidating at all. A man isn't less of a man if a female asks him out. No, I don't think so. I kind of, well, fuck, nowadays, most guys are afraid to date anybody because of all the crap that's going on. So it's like, I like strong women. I like a woman who knows what she wants and will ask. It doesn't mean I am docile or any kind of beta male. I'm like, no, just because I like it when a woman's like, you know what, I'm hungry, let's go eat. Like, all right, let's go eat. It doesn't always have to be the guy's thing, man. I've asked guys out in the past. I'm not afraid to do it. I just hope things work out. And then Nat says, I. Are you alluding to feminism? Not necessarily. No, I like. God, how a good way to put it. I like a woman who is secure in her. I like a woman with ambition. Let's start with that. But not to the point where it's maddening. Not an obsession. A woman who doesn't need anybody in her life, but wants somebody in her life. So, beta male is not a bad thing. I actually prefer beta males. Well, I'm meaning more of a, I guess not really necessarily beta males, but more of the floor mat. Easy to walk on? No. Michael, we know what you like? Yes. Kinda. I'm really complicated. I'm kind of a dominant person, but I don't like weak men who are pushovers. So yeah, I'm not a pushover. I will tell you straight up, and it's earned me kind of a reputation as being an asshole. I don't try to be, it just comes out that way. I like sweet, nerdy, shy guys. Don't overthink the guy, Diana. Just ask him out. Some women see a nice guy and are thinking about marrying him before the second date, right? I've been there a few times. Some women want a ring after 4 months. That's still... that would have to be one awesome woman. I mean, we're talking some major connection there. Well, I do date with the intention of marrying. Otherwise, I don't really see the point. Yeah, true. I date not necessarily for the intention of marrying, but to see if there's potential for a long-term relationship. Because you're right, I don't do one-night stands. I don't do short-term relationships just because I'm bored. I'm looking for something long-term, but I'm also 45. Time is ticking. Michael, I think all the ladies we have here are alpha females. Um, cool. Essentially, like I said before, I need my counterbalance. So, looking for the next prey, right? They're sharpening their knives. Like, what seasoning will go fine with this one? Now we're getting into cannibalism. All right, anyway. Okay, I think we need to be done. Oh my god, it's 10 o'clock. See, this is what happens. You guys get me on a roll. So did we ever really establish goals? Me, Neo, and KDC, because he's just going to kick butt. Oh, Nat. I gave Nat some good ideas for Silverthorn. Cool. I'm looking forward to reading that then. So when you get it done, let me know. Casting out the net. Yeah. Shock collars. I'm not chasing the wedding dress. I'm 44, no kids, no drama. I like things that way. Any man coming into my life isn't some authority who gets to tell me how to live. I don't. It kind of went far. I've never really told anybody how to live. Like with Sam. When Sam and I were together, she used to go out all the time with her friends. Like, I was never the jealous type. I'm like, yeah, go have fun. The only time I ever really got pissed off at her is when she disappeared until 3:30 in the morning without calling me to let me know. Then I lost my shit because I was worried. I was up for 4 fucking hours waiting for her. But, I wasn't mad because she was out with her friends. I was mad because I didn't know where she was, and I worry. If she would have called me and tell me, yeah, Fred and I are at the bar, we're going to be here for a little bit longer, that would have been fine. That's cool. But if you don't let me know, and then I'm sitting there with my imagination running wild, like, where the fuck is my wife? Yeah. Things start playing with your head. So, but yeah, I've never once told her how to live. Like, enjoy. I'm finishing my horror anthology. Cool. Easy to catch with smoothies as bait. Diana, there's nothing wrong with that, but not every guy you date is like-minded. You may have to date a few until you find the one. Yes, and she's 30. She has a long way to go. You sound super cute. Oh, now she's going to start hitting on KDC after hitting on Nat the first time they met. Wow, you're just going through my audience like a recessant gene. And finding some more serious writer peeps to hang with. That's my other goal. I'm sorry, I'm not nearly as serious as you probably like. But I am serious about finishing my book. So I've dated random people for 5+ years, so I'm used to the process. Okay, then you will have no problem asking the guy out for coffee and see what happens from there. You'll be fine. There you go. That's all we need. I'm a driven person. I need to be around other driven people. Otherwise, I just want to smoke weed and chill. There you go. And I don't see. I can't do that. I have to be. I don't know. There's times where I could probably chill, but I would rather no, as a hermit, I really hate being locked up all the time. I don't want to go out and do shit. There's days where I get cabin fever and I drive myself nuts. I want to see that. I know, Michael, 30 is not young. I've already spent 7 years looking for people. Here's hoping that things change. Yeah, 30 is young. I'm sorry. People seem to assume I'm a guy online. No, I don't like women. I'm only interested in guys. I'm 40 with a kid, and with what my goals are, I probably won't date for another few years, and I'm okay with that. Yeah. It's like I am single by choice. I would like to go out and meet new people, ask somebody out on a date, but in order for that, I'd have to leave. And at any point, I can leave my house. I can jump on the train. I can go down to Lodo, which is lower downtown Denver, and live it up. If it was a priority for me, I would, but it's not. I love what I do. I enjoy things. Yeah, I get lonely sometimes, but um, I don't necessarily absolutely need somebody. So don't get so desperate. Yeah, I'm pansexual, so I have no issue if either gender flirts with me. Not according to the biological clock, Michael. Actually, women hit their sexual peak in their 30s, mostly. But you wouldn't know that, would you? Sorry. That was mean. That's part of that earned a reputation of being an asshole thing. I originally thought Nat was a guy too. See, everybody but me thought Nat was a guy. Also, the snake photo. Yeah, you should see all the cool stuff she shares on Twitter. I am, in fact, a female, born female, identify as female, and biologically female. It's sad that you have to add all that shit. Just say, I'm a woman. Casey, yep. Diana, you want a marriage? There are ways you can have a kid without having a husband. Yeah, true that. There's all kinds of kids that need homes. Sneak photo. So with the kid, what? Wow. So with the kind of man you want, you will have to wait until the right one comes along. That is just the way it is. Exactly. Yeah, being desperate is a major turnoff, right? What does that mean? What does what mean? I don't remember what I said. Let's have another shot, shall we? Yeah, well, I could adopt, but I wouldn't do that without being married first. Why not? You don't need to have a husband to raise a child. Fuck, I was raised by, well, see, mom raised me with my stepdad. And then I moved from there to be with dad, and he was married twice while I was there. No, just once. No, technically twice, because he got married after I finished high school. My point is that you don't need a two-parent household if you know what you're doing. Or if you want it bad enough. I never wanted kids or marriage. I was always a businesswoman, not a mommy type. Women are all different. We're not all cut to be mommies, and that's okay. We're not selfish or weird. No, exactly. I don't think any woman who decides she doesn't want to have a kid is selfish. I think that is the most asinine, stupid ass thing I've ever heard. Actually, depending on the woman, I think it's probably one of the most responsible things I've ever heard, because there's a lot of women out there that shouldn't have kids that do. And, when someone says that they live their life that way, in fact, I dated one. The woman I dated in LA, she was in her 50s, never had children. She was married a couple times, but never had children. And, I didn't think she was anything weird. I mean, I think that's actually a very responsible way to do it. If you don't want kids or can't afford it or are not in a mental position to do it, then yeah, don't. I think it is way more responsible. I think it's a great quality, actually. You can adopt, you just don't adopt without being married. When Michael wants to forget what he said, let's have another shot. I don't know what you're talking about. You're full of shit. Straight up, people need money to raise a kid. Yes, it's more expensive than ever before. So if you're poor, kids aren't for you. They'll just suffer. Not necessarily. I was raised in a very poor household. My girls were also, but I went to great lengths to make sure that they had everything they could possibly need. And I beat the shit out of myself to do it. So, that's not necessarily a very solid answer. It really depends on the person. Like, there's a lot of people out there that don't have the money that can't do what I did. And so that's bad, obviously. But not all people. Michael, why would I not know about sexually peaking in my 30s? Isn't that a good thing? It sounds like a compliment rather than an insult. We'll just leave it at that. Not every guy wants to be a dad. True that, KBC. I think that, in fact, I didn't plan any of my kids. But now that I have them, I love all of them. I think people in general need to be more honest with themselves when it comes to wanting marriage and kids. Yes, definitely. And yeah, anyway, books. Dating is boring. No offense to singles looking for love, but nobody really cares about your dating life unless they know you personally. Barf. Wow. We're supposed with that. It's 10 o'clock. We gotta start wrapping this up. I gotta get up in the morning. And people don't want to hear about kids either. No offense to parents, but kiddie stories are usually boring to single people. We just grin and tolerate them to be nice. Well, I don't think anybody's making kiddie stories. I was just saying that I love my kids. Is that so wrong? Alrighty. Anywho, it is 10 o'clock, and we're going to wrap it up. Like I said, I have to get back to work. Or not get back to work, but I have to work tomorrow. I shouldn't have poured that other... Oh. I'll be fucked up later. I shouldn't have poured that. Oh well. I could throw it in the fridge. Will be the first time I put a glass of whiskey in the fridge for tomorrow. Or for the next day. You got somewhere important to be. Yeah, bed. I get up at 6. Right now... Oh, I don't know. We could probably talk for a little bit longer, as long as we keep it with. Let's focus more on writing. We'll probably stay on a little bit longer. The stories about dogs. People need to shut up about their stupid ass mutts. Yeah, we got Michael drunk. No, I'm not drunk. I'm buzzing, but I'm not drunk. My ass is hurting sitting in this chair though. Chug it. No. You watch me. I probably could, but ugh. Then we would have to be at the end of the show because I don't think I'd be able to. Well, my bed is right here, so I just roll out of the chair onto the bed. I'll be fine. I have a Mexican family in Chicago. They have a lot of kids, but they still manage to feed their families on a tight budget. Yeah, it's possible. I raised 2 girls and a boy inside of a 2-bedroom freaking trailer that was riddled with holes. Books, yes. I'm also working on a story about superstitions. Yeah, you brought that up before. I don't know if I would, superstition is kind of a broad term though, because then you can start putting in technically believing in Wendigos or Mothman or Bigfoot, ghosts, demons, Oni, Jinn. All of those are superstitions at some point. There needs to be a drunk-o-meter. The more people sub, the more Michael drinks. I take a shot with every subscriber. Oh, that's okay. Nobody watches my channel, so I only get 1 shot a night. I'll be up anyway, writing for the Nanowrimo. Cool. What you writing about Neo? Michael, was that an insult? I want to know. What? Drinking? Drunkometer. Yeah. Make it a drinking game. Well, like Patrick made a drinking game out of every time I said anywho. But we can't do it with subscribers because I think I have I get like 3 subscribers on average every 4 days. Something like that. That's what happens when you don't make videos. It's all my fault, I know what I need to do. I'm making a series of short stories. I can't focus on a few characters for a whole novel. What genre? It's okay, Diana. I know the 30-year-old thing about sexually peaking. Series. What were you correcting? Serious. I even read it as serious. Did I? I don't know. I know what you're saying. Casey, I can feel your cute and youthful energy. This is not a spawning pool. Personally, I thought it was a fan fiction, but that isn't it. In my 20s, I would write romance short stories. My focus changes when I get older. I don't know if mine ever did. I've always been a big fan of fantasy horror, especially horror. Like I was reading Stephen King when I was like 10 years old, so or 12. I read my first Stephen King book when I was 12. I read Jaws when I was 9. Um, I've always been a horror fan, so and I think fantasy just kind of grew into me when I was in my teens, and then sci-fi was more of a teen thing, and I've just kind of been growing with it. So I don't know if my interests ever changed. I've always been more into that kind of stuff. So what the fuck is a spawning pool? Okay, I don't want to know. Google it. Diana, they don't teach that in school. Most people find out about that when they are out of college or read it somewhere. There are a lot of things I didn't learn in college, obviously. Yeah, I've also been reading horror since a young age and watching it too. I tried, I've watched a lot of horror, but nothing really affected me. I thought a lot of the horror movies out there were boring. Like I said before, I think I said this in the live stream before, where I love plot. I love a good storyline. And like Friday the 13th wasn't a good storyline. There's like some well, the first one was about his mom killing everybody, and then after that, it was just him in a hockey mask slaughtering people in different ways. And it just, I don't know, I like a plot. So I never really could get into a lot of the horror movies back then. But I did love Saw 2 is my favorite, or one of my favorites. I did like Hellraiser. Um, we have such sights to show you. What's another good one that I liked? Wasn't a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street. They were too goofy for me. I can't really think of any really good ones. I had a decent plot that I liked. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of one of those boring people. I need a plot. I'm sorry. Was into reading fantasy as a kid. I just never written it. That's another genre I want to try one day. I like writing fantasy, but then, like I said, most of my fantasy turns out to be gothic horror afterwards. So it starts off knights and kings and dragons, and it winds up being zombies and vampires and liches and ghasts, where the occasional werewolf. Um, let's see. Then college age Diana. Just because of that, I hope your next date is a Final Fantasy fan. Why? Just so I can go on a rant? Why I will never play it. Katie, so you don't want to flirt with me just for fun? I'm not into horror that is just gore with no plot. Yeah, the best horror movies do have a plot. See, there you go, Nat. I wasn't into Saw. Oh, Hostel. I don't think I've watched Hostel. It's just gore. The plots were really thin. Like the dude has cancer. So what? It was a boring climax and motive. Okay, Saw 2. What kicked it for me was the storyline of the cops. His son was there with him the whole time, and it was such a mind fuck. I love that one. The rest of them kind of blew, but Saw 2 really got me. Okay, Michael, I looked it up, but all I see are MTG references and other nerdy things. What were you looking up? Seeing two family members go through cancer treatment, people don't have the energy to be serial killers. They're too busy with doctors. Yeah, but see, you gotta enjoy the story for what it is. I don't know. I liked the second one because the fact that his son was there in the room with him the whole time. That was the twist for me. It was awesome. I love twist endings. So especially if they make sense. I don't like twist endings if they're like make you feel like what the fuck. If they actually made sense and progressed right, then a twist ending can rule a fucking movie. Oh yeah, or a book. I love twist ending on books. Um, I watch gore, thrillers, mysteries, horror, but I am not good at writing it. Uh, yeah, you don't have to be if you to enjoy it. Not on YouTube, but we can exchange numbers, Diana. Ah, there you go. Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy actually has a backstory that is interesting. Ish. I don't. I just. I couldn't get into it. I'm sorry. Saw it was really stupid for the most part. Like I said, the only one I really got into was Saw 2. I love mysteries, but writing one was hard. I doubt I'll write another one soon. Mysteries were hard for me. I haven't tried writing a mystery. I think I'm gonna try writing one next year, just to give it a shot. I don't exist outside of YouTube. This is my world. This is where I flirt and spawn. I was interesting. I was interested in a Norwegian guy, but he never came back. Well, there you go. You scared off another one. I just chasing away all the guys. Sorry. Not really. Nope. They don't come back because they find me boring. That's right. You guys don't, right? I am getting tired. I think, yeah. I know you guys want to let me stay up, but I'm telling you, my ass is killing me. This chair is Noosa. Cheesecake bites. Oh, that looks fucking good. People need to stop sending me stuff while I'm like drinking, because then I wind up snacking on a bunch of junk and I'll never lose weight. I have been told by teachers and anyone who reads my short stories that they have a poetic feel to them. That's awesome, actually. I can't escape the poet in me even when I try. Cool. No, I find that would be an awesome compliment. Run with it. Even if I can come up with another decent mystery, it took so much out of me and was so painfully mentally and so emotional, I can't do it again and stay sane. It hurt to write it. I'm only good at silly poems. I don't know why it would be so draining. Now I want to try one. But every writer's different. So I can't really say that's good or bad, but Michael, you complain about the chair all the damn time. Just get a new one. Yeah. Do you have $200 so I can get a new one? I don't. Nat, it's the same thing with actors playing a role that takes a lot out of them. Yeah, I could see that. I just wish I could relate, because I really can't. I've never had a problem with it. There have been story topics that disturbed me, like when I wrote Wrath. I don't like domestic violence, and so when I wrote Wrath, it bugged me quite a bit to write it. But as for being emotionally drained, I wish I could relate, but I really haven't had that experience, so I'm sorry. Okay, we need to start a GoFundMe for Michael. He needs a new chair and mattress. Don't do that. This was just for me. Some writers bang out 3 mysteries per year like it's nothing. Yeah, well, at least you know that you did it. And to be honest, pat yourself on the back. You're able to do it. It was draining, but you got through it. It's like with what I did, the 90 blog posts in 30 days. I will never do that shit again because, yeah, it was draining. So I can relate kind of on that level. But, I will never do that shit again. That was bad. So I guess in some way I can relate. I crank out sci-fi like a factory. I just can't do that for mystery. Well, like I said earlier, everybody has their cup of tea. Yeah, there was a lot of violence, some abuse in the mystery, lots of death. Like, yeah, it's a murder mystery. I knew a friend who wrote 7 poems in a week, and it took me a month to write one. I learned that as long as the quality is great, it doesn't matter how many you write near. Right? Whereas Russian Babe or Chris? Don't know. Chris probably went to bed. He's probably drunk. Yeah, maybe I should be grateful I did something that long. You do. Like, I look back on it, and I did 122,000 words. I wrote 90 blog posts in 30 days within the month of September. Yeah, it was draining. It hurt a lot more than I thought it would. It was taxing. I'm still kind of reeling from it, but I can look back and say, I did it. So you can do the same thing, just look back and say, you did it. So we're good. Yeah, some of my sci-fi wasn't the highest quality, but I was more prolific. Well, hey, I don't think any of the shit that I write is quality. Everybody else does, so I guess that's what matters. Doesn't matter what you think of it. It matters what your audience thinks. Why doesn't Chris say goodnight? It makes me sad. He gets too drunk to say it. I don't know if he's still here, but quality over quantity. Yep. Exactly, KDC. And I have more fun with horror and sci-fi, even if the quality isn't always 100%. And that's all that matters, As long as you enjoy it. If that's what you like to do, then do it. Say goodnight to those I love is very important to me. Well, I actually enjoy writing silly, campy stuff a lot more than serious stuff. I don't know if I do. I think I'm kind of on the fence with either one. I don't know how much campy stuff I wrote. I don't think I've ever done a comedy. I've had some funny lines to shit, but I don't think I've ever done anything campy or comedy or... No, I've done romance. So I don't know. When you said that... let's see, where am I at? Michael, when you said that you totally made Chris out to be an alcoholic father... He's an empty nester. He doesn't have anybody there. He can drink all he wants. Like, I'm home alone. I'm going to drink all I want too. But sometimes it does come down to a numbers game, especially with getting exposure and sales. Yeah. True. But that shouldn't be your only goal, I think. He loves you, honey. He's just too drunk to say it. Okay. I don't know where that came from. I've done a few horror comedy shorts. I was thinking about trying a few of those. The genie bottle story was just one of many, but I have several with that similar tone, where it's a tongue-in-cheek and has a message. See, what's funny is when I read it, I even envisioned Jordy. You meteor shit. So he did a pretty good job at that. So I can hear his voice as I was reading it. That was my shortest technical story, actually. Well, I would hope so. It was only a page long. Oh, I got to come up with something good for that 4,000 words. I'm competing with a lot of different writers. I was playing off a Chris comment. All good. That's what I was going for. Yeah, see, yeah, you did a really good job. That is exactly, before you even said it, it was Jordy. That inspired you. Like, as soon as you said it was in, I can't remember what state it was in, but as soon as you said it, it was in the Bible Belt. Like, I knew exactly the voice that was going to come out. As long as the quality's there, I say go ahead and push out a book a year, but the audience can tell when something is rushed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't try to force it. Did you know there's a type of underwear called cheeky? No. What in all of the videos I ever made would make you think that I would know that there was an underwear named Cheeky? Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. He was in Tennessee. Yep. See, there you go. As soon as you said that, that's. Yep. Oh, meteor shit. I love Creepshow. Oh, you are so hot. You've been underneath the bed on the furnace, haven't you? Don't. You're hot. I'm like stupid hot. And I even have the window open. Go somewhere else, please. No. Okay, don't make eye contact with the cat. I thought you knew. No. When it comes to underwear, I wear Fruit of the Loom. If it's not in a package of multicolored underwear, Fruit of the Loom, I wouldn't know. I don't care. How the hell would I know? Then I didn't even know about the underwear named Cheeky. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a random fact, but I'm too liquored up, so I can't think of anything. I guess you wouldn't know. Obviously. Yep. You're not wrong. I didn't know. Creepshow is one of my faves. I love that tone of the stories. That's kind of the feel I want in my horror anthology. Campy with a solid plot. Yeah, I love Creepshow. And he had so many awesome actors back in the day on that. Like Ted Danson with the beach one. Oh, and the cockroaches. Oh, the cockroach story bothers me to this day. I hate cockroaches. Oh, I agree, Michael. We are artists. At the end of the day, the exposure, book sales, etc., come only after we express ourselves artistically. Yeah. Sign. I scared Katie C away. All the Creepshow tales are full plot in and of themselves. Oh yeah, that's one thing I love about like with let's see, Creepshow, Night Shift, Skeleton Crew, 4 Past Midnight. All of those are easily standalone, and so yeah, it's I love that kind of stuff. I hope I can find my comic books. If I can find my comic book, I'll show you guys that I have the original comic book, Stephen King comic book for Creepshow, the one that was in the movie. One of my prized possessions, if I can find it. You have fuck. I gotta be done, guys. My ass is killing me. And I can't see shit. Nat, have you saw the reboot of Creepshow? If so, what is your take on it? I will. Really? They didn't remake Creepshow, did they? Or is it the series that's kind of like Tales from the Crypt? I saw the second one. It was okay. I don't usually watch remakes or reboots of things. Yeah, the second Creepshow wasn't too bad. The first one, much better. Creepshow 2, it was a sequel. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't nearly nearly as good as the first one. Twilight Zone is another show that really influences my writing. Oh yeah, Twilight Zone and Outer Limits. Oh yeah, please stand by. Love Outer Limits. Love Twilight Zone. Love the originals. I'm kind of, I would have loved it if William Shatner would have looked outside when he was flying in space, and if he would have shouted out, "There's something on the wing of the plane." That'd have been epic. Because not only did he do it on Twilight Zone, but he also did it on Third Rock. So that would have just been. My nipples would have got hard. Okay, I have to go to bed, but first I must beat my high score in Bloku Doku. Okay, you didn't scare me away, Diana. Yeah. Oh, you guys make it too easy. It's a good thing I have a filter. Ish. Michael, that's part of your job. It builds character. You have a nice, firm ass in the end. What? Did I miss something? CBS. Am I missing chat? Because I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about. No, I'm just floating on YouTube. The one zone I watched recently, the guy makes a plan to shrink the evil people to 2 feet tall. I like the one with the guy at the stopwatch, where he can stop time, but he breaks the watch. So he's the only one that's moving around. That one's epic. I love shit like that. I really regret talking to this creepy guy. He made me cry. Don't talk to him then. And of course, at the end, he shrinks to 2 feet tall. Made me laugh as a kid. She's talking about your chair, Michael. Oh, part of my job it builds character. You'll have a nice firm ass in the end. No, I'm gonna have a nice sore ass in the end. I'm dying over here. I was referring to your complaints about your ass hurting. Ah, yeah, stopwatch one is cool. Yeah, what it though? That one, oh, and one that completely disturbs me to this day is the one where the guy buys the head in the jar and his girlfriend smashes it at the end, and then he puts her head in the jar, and the little girl sees the Brett that's in her hair. That one fucked my shit up. Of course, I was 9 when I watched that, so there are some things that your parents probably shouldn't let you watch when you're a kid. That one ruined me. I can still see it in my head. That was really a bad one for me. Put your ass straight though. Nice. Thank you, but it's not yet. Hold on, let me replay this one. But yeah, it's that one really got to me. And no, my butt is sore. It's like all the cushion on my chair has been pushed forward because I sit cross-legged, and so I really need to like shove the cushioning back. The diner one with the fortune machine was cool. Yeah, it was. That one was pretty cool. And this guy told me that I would never find a guy as good as him. I've been told I was unique. On more than one occasion, actually. I would block that guy. He's a troll. Yeah, he is. It's just the one that was like, I can read your mind. Why can't I meet a genius who isn't also a creep? Because you live in Oklahoma. Sorry. My fave is The Invaders with Agnes Moorehead. A brilliant episode. I don't think I've watched that one. I did like To Serve Man. That one was a pretty good ending. Or Soylent Green. Now, I know these aren't Twilight Zone or Outer Limits, but they are two of my favorite older movies. I like a lot of black and white shit, so... let's see. As for Twilight Zone, my favorite would have to be... I want to say The Stopwatch. But the one with the head in the jar was by far the most disturbing for me. As for Outer Limits, that one's a toughie because I liked a lot of Outer Limits. So, like a lot of the older and newer ones. Like the newer one I liked with Jeff Bridges when he did the ants, or the alien ants. That one was pretty cool. But I can't really... I don't know, there's a lot. I don't even know if the Stopwatch one would be my favorite in Twilight Zone. I love Twilight Zone, the movie. In fact, we quote from it a lot. Want to see something really scary? Why can't we? Let's see. Sigh, the rumors are true. There are so many weird people out. There are weird people here. Why, Michael? Why? Because it's the Bible Belt. Stop making me answer questions to which you don't want the answer. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, another one of my favorites was I loved watching Tales from the Crypt. Love the Crypt Keeper. HBO is awesome. A lot of good ones on that one. Yeah, the Zone movie is a classic. Yeah. Your cat is so cute. Shadow. Oh, come on. They're calling you cute. Come on. Get up here. Don't fucking disturb me. God. She's cute, but she's a pain in the ass. Huh. Come on. There you go. Miss Shadow. It's not, though. It's not the Deep South. Hell yeah, Crypt was epic. Oh yeah, I'm telling you. Tales from the Crypt. Oh, love Tales from the Crypt. I would stay up every weekend and watch it on HBO. In fact, I used to go over to my friend John's house. He used to live next door to my mom. And we'd spend our nights watching Tales from the Crypt over at his house. Oh, you know, you love Tales from the Crypt. The Tales from the Crypt movie, Demon Knight, I was kind of disappointed in it a little bit because it wasn't nearly, I don't know. It wasn't what I expected. It was a good movie, but it wasn't what I was hoping for. So I was kind of disappointed in it, but it was good though. Tales from the Dark Side. There's another good one. Yeah. Tales from the Dark Side. God, I haven't heard that in a long time. Also did Amazing Tales. Amazing Stories. And I even remember the theme to it. Amazing Stories wasn't necessarily a horror one though, but it was still a pretty good show. She's cute but a pain in the ass. Sounds like another lady friend I know. Yep. Yeah. Aren't they all? She's cute, but she's a pain in the ass. Most cute girls are. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I have been on for 3.5 hours. You guys are killing me. Oh. Luckily, I don't have to get up at 6 to go to the gym, so I'm more lenient, but my God, my butt is killing me. I think I'm going to start putting a pillow under my ass. Oh. Man, you can get all kinds of inspiration for writing for just about anything. Like, the one I'm working on now is based on a horror movie from not based, but inspired by something I watched in the 90s. And, I like, not the story itself, but the layout of how it flowed is what I'm kind of using, so. We tricked you into staying later. No, you didn't really trick me into doing shit. I just like drinking and staying up with you guys. She's liking your lap, Michael. Most women do. Oklahoma gives me lots of inspiration. Okay. Yeah, I already went to the gym. I go to the gym I try to get out of here by 6:45. But man, when I got back today, I was so swole. Walked in all, makes you feel beastie. Oh, yeah. Got a long way to go. Still. I don't have to, tomorrow is Xbox Day, so I jump in front of the Xbox, so, for 2 rounds, so. I love going to the gym during the week because it's always empty. I tried. I have a 1 hour window between 6 and 7, because anytime after that, it's a clusterfuck. So, I don't ever get the machines I want, or I have to wait for someone to dick around. There's one guy was doing flies, and then he got down, did push-ups, and got back on, did flies, did push-ups. He did that for like 20 fucking minutes. I'm like, we only have one fly machine in the gym. Like, dude, do your push-ups somewhere else, man. Whatever. It is what it is. So, all right, I should go. I should too. I should call it a night. But I know we really didn't talk much about how everybody's starting the new year. I know Neo is behind on the writing. Hopefully she can catch up. Which, remember, it's only day one. You got plenty of time. And I'm really excited for my story. Like the new one. I like the lap. They all do. Anyway. But yeah, the new story that I'm working on, I'm really looking forward to working on more. I so didn't want to stop. So, but yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. It is 10:35. My butt hurts, and I need to get ready for bed because not everybody can stay up all night and be functional. I miss sleep. I haven't slept since 1998. Not really. I slept last year at the hotel. So, yeah, well, half of this has been dating chat, but I appreciate the info about Colorado. That's helpful. Right? Did I say before? Well, yeah. It's Monday. But yeah, if you need anything more information about Colorado, let me know. I'm glad that I could help you out. Silverthorn is amazing. I like it a lot. So, if they had, like, if they had fiber optic, I'd probably move to Silverthorn. They might. I don't know. I have to look it up. But yeah, we've got a lot of beautiful places in Colorado. I would like to base one of my stories in one of the ghost towns that's nearby. Unfortunately, they closed the road in November, so I don't think I'll be able to go up there and get inspired by it. I'll have to wait for spring. So I do need it. Need Colorado. I don't know what I said. Sorry. I've been drinking. The Colorado story is one of the biggest ones in the anthology, so I want to be good. Okay, cool. Ghost towns. Yeah, ghost towns. We actually have quite a few, and one of the ones I wanted to go to for Colorado Plays, I wanted to do a video from it. They closed the road down in November because the snow gets so bad, and so there's no way in hell you can make it up to it. So I have to wait until I think they reopen it in April or May. So it's going to be a while before I can get up there, but it's really cool. So I need more info on ghost towns when you have time. Oh yeah, I can. We have several. We have like a really super small one up farther north. But the one I want to get to is in the forest. It's closer to a forest, but there's more buildings to it. So, but yeah, I would love to share that one. So when is Diana taking me out to eat? I'll leave that one alone. Yes, Nevada has a lot of them too. So does Wyoming. Wyoming has some of the, like, we used to drive by one of the coolest ghost towns in Wyoming, where it was about like 7 or 8 actual nice buildings that you see on TV, and I've always wanted to check them out. I can't remember. It's in between Rock Springs and Lyman in Wyoming on I-80. Well, that you get to the road from I-80, but yeah, there's some really nice ones in Wyoming. And I bet Nevada has a lot of them too, because of everybody heading west for gold. I like smoothies with all the berries, bananas, and protein powder. Okay. Don't leave it alone, Michael. I want my smoothies. You want your smoothie, huh? Moving on. I'm trying to be decent. Leave me alone. All right. 3 hours and 39 minutes I've been on. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up. My ass is killing me, I'm telling you. Anyway, thank you for guys for watching. I really needed some laughs today, so it was very helpful. And why the fuck is this saying I have 11 viewers? XSplit's weird. Or YouTube's weird. One of them. Anyway. I'll be back on... Yeah, I'm slacking here. Slouchy. God, my hair's a wreck. They didn't even notice, man. Nobody even tells me. So, Friday we'll be doing the podcast. I'll come up with a topic for it. We'll do some chit-chats about that. I'm still working on Nanowrimo. If you guys want to join me, nanowrimo.org. The video I published last week has a link in the description. But essentially just you committing to writing 50,000 words this month. And it has a really cool platform. I'm going to make a couple of videos about it, so you'll be able to see, keeping track on the story production mode and all that. So it's, if you're into data and you like seeing records and stuff like that, then it'll probably be helpful. If not, then it probably won't be. But I think it's cool looking. I'm excited to see how far I can take it. Mostly I need motivation to write. And so since data and numbers really inspires me, because I'm a dork, then NaNoWriMo will probably work great for me. And I'm excited to try. I'm excited to see where it's going to go. The story I'm writing now is awesome. I am finishing up the ebook. Hopefully it'll be published and ready for pushing it out by the end of next week. And I do have some ideas for videos if I ever get around and get some time to do them. But yeah, it's taking all his willpower. Yeah, it is. See you Friday. Hopefully I'll have some new content by then. It's been so slow. I need inspiration. I got the motivation. Just need ideas for a new direction. Is what you're writing now part of why you needed Silverthorn? Because I would like to read it. So whenever you get it done, let me know. Remember to get more gains this week, Michael. Oh, fucking A. Must be sexy pieces of meat by January 21st. Yeah, I'm telling you. I want to be looked at like a piece of meat. Yeah, I have to stay on my weight loss goals. Yeah, everybody does. Everybody's got goals. Yeah, I'm just stick with it. But anywho, I will see you guys on... I lost Jack. Okay, yeah, the Colorado story is part of the anthology. Cool. I would love to read it whenever you're done. So let me know. Anyway, I think that's it for this week. Well, at least for this Monday. I was up way too long. You guys kept me up too late. But I needed it. I've had a rough few days. So personal issues. So we will call it a night and say I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a good week. Get some shit done. Also, my mystery takes place in Colorado too, so dual purpose. Really? Hope Net goes the physiological route with her cursed horror story. I would think psychological would be awesome. Hugs everyone. Good night. Yes, I'm thinking about that too. Okay, so good night. I'm trying to leave. But then I feel bad that I'm leaving you guys all hanging. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a good week. Get to writing, huh? Let's make a 2021 something fucking amazing.